New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The makers going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here.
Going down.
New York City, NYC,
MSG stand up.
Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win. We want the Knicks.
You're Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks, baby. We want the Knicks to play good is what we want. We want the Knicks to play good. That's what the fuck we want. Salute to everybody. It's your boy Ruel, friend of the Most High. That's what that meaning. That's what it means. You know what I'm saying? We're here, back at it again. We on with another one. And could it get you? And before we go to any of this craziness, salute to all the mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day to all of y'all. Rest in peace to my mama. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. If you got your wife out there and she letting you watch us, salute to her. Shouts out to the moms out there. Shout out to the wives out here letting us do this thing right here. You know what I mean? And back at it again. One quarter as a host. Salute to Machete. He's out there grinding, working, doing all this. He's out there. He might jump in. He might pop in later. He's not as activo when he's out there working like my brother when my brother's out there in the carpet. Speaking of that, new Knicks, the new Knickerbockers. What it is, my brother? Que lo que?
Yeah, salute everybody. Welcome back home to the TOF. Oh my God, look. Oh, I'm thinking of THC. Welcome back to the THC TOF. So, yo, welcome back everybody. Yeah, we went left automatically. Salute to the chat. Salute to my brother for coming back and quarterbacking this thing. It's not as easy as you think. Shout out to Two Shots, Bang Bang, and shout out to the Wizard of Oz behind the curtains, Mike the Specialist.
That's right. Salute to M Special.
And happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, both my baby mamas. Happy Mother's Day. Mom Duke's in heaven. Happy Mother's Day. My sister, everybody, you know what I mean? Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Yes, sir. Salute to M Special in the building, the freaking Regan back there. You see, we get, maybe I don't know if he's still mad. He flipped the table. I think he broke some of his, equipment. So he may not join today because he's might still have some of that emotional damage, but we're going to try to get him off the ledge. Speaking
I ordered
of
a new one on Amazon. Don't worry about
it. You got that Amazon next day shipping, or we got to wait for that to come through?
I don't know. It's on the way. Mikey flipped the table. He flipped the laptop.
Yeah,
he came in like Boys in the Hood. He came in like Boys in the Hood.
Hey, salute to S Special in the building. Appreciate you, my brother. Always being ready. And speaking of ledge, we got over there Two Shots, aka
Bang, bang.
Sledgehammer.
Mr.
Sledgehammer.
Sledge. Sledge to the ledge.
Y'all about to change my name to Two Sledgehammers.
Call you Jackhammer on the left.
So Sledge.
Two Sledge, let's go. But nah, what's up to the panel? What's up to the chat? Replay gang, you know the vibes. If you like the video. Comment, share, subscribe. Get us to 500 by the end of this month, man. Let's go.
Whatever it is, whatever that number is, we appreciate all you guys, all of you individuals in there. We appreciate you. If you tuned in, you clicked it even for a couple of seconds, we see you. We appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, we know some people may not be live as they normally are because they're out there with the Mom Dukeses of the world and, you know, trying to handle the business. But we know you're going to be replay gang. We appreciate you
Salute
guys.
to the chat. Salute to the chat anyways.
Ain't no us without y'all, so we appreciate you guys out there. We had a game yesterday. Game 3.
We did?
Knicks versus
Wait, we played yesterday? Did we?
well, we didn't play.
Yeah, were you high already, bro?
No. Well, we didn't show up. How about that?
I didn't see a game yesterday, bro.
I don't know what team was playing.
Yeah, I don't know, but there was supposed to be a game yesterday. We did play against the Boston Celtics. Yesterday was a must-win for the Boston Celtics. They came with their season on the line. They've been destroying teams. I mean, can't take anything away from the Boston Celtics. Have been the team other than the Cleveland Cavaliers in the entire NBA. Defending champs. They came. You didn't expect them that they're just gonna come in and just lay down and just, you know what I'm saying, and just not do that. So they just came in. They
light-skinned it, but they got some fight.
They got some fight. They beat us 115-93. I was hoping they got a little melanin. They did already. Anyway, they came in and they came firing. They beat us 115-93. 40 of 83 field goals. They had 20 of 43 pointers, so they had 50% from the field. 15 of 17 from the free throws, so that's 17. We can't complain because we had 35 free throws. So if there's any time we had that, there was a huge discrepancy there. So we've been complaining all the time for fouls.
Bro, we shot 5 of 25 from the 3. We are not beating no team with those stats. You guys are the analytics and the stats people, but
look at
my analytics comes from my eyes.
I mean, we were 5 of 25 from 3-pointers. Field goals, 32 of 80. So we were about 8 shy of what they did there. Rebounds, 43-42. We beat them by 1 rebound, which is not a Knicks team. Our team is normally high on rebounds. 17 offensive, they had 12. Defensive rebounds, they had more, 30 of 26. A glaring stat that's been it's been like a flashlight in my eyeball at night. The assists, 16 assists in the game. 16. Again, they only had 23. We only had 2 blocks. We had 3 total steals. Last time OG had 3 by himself against Brown. So there's a lot of lack of effort.
That's one person who disappeared from the game.
From 3 games altogether. 3 games OG. OG. Offensively hasn't been. He's been phenomenal defensively, but yesterday was a game we definitely could have used him offensively. That we needed that 20-point OG. I'm just surprised at that last game that we had the lack of offense. So that was just interesting for me to see. 11 turnovers, not terrible. Points in the paint, we beat them 48-16. I'm sorry, to 34. And then we only had 16 fouls. And they had 26 fouls. I said we should have more. We should have 57 fouls. 57 fouls. We should have. I mean, that's what I was saying. The aggressive game that we have to body them. We had to do something yesterday to acknowledge. What were some of your thoughts on the game that you saw? 2 shots that you saw Did you see rotations missing? I know you can say something about that 3-point defense.
Oh yeah, so I'm not sure why. I mean, my eyes could be playing tricks on me, but I feel like he went back to like drop coverage. You know what I'm saying? Because there was so many wide open threes. I counted at least 7 of them myself. And why would you? I don't know why he would change up the strategy from switching on the threes to drop coverage. Like if the switching was what was working, then why would you go to something that never worked? Like I mean, I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm overanalyzing or anything like that, but that was one of the glaring issues that I saw. The offense just hasn't been there all postseason, except for maybe like one maybe 2 games. The entire postseason, the offense has sucked. No ball movement. No kind of. It looks like we have no kind of chemistry. I don't know what he's doing with Cat. The Cat is just like, Cat is just there. Like he's not taking 15, 20 shots. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It just is what it is. A lot of the decisions that Thibodeau makes is always like head scratches to me. And then another thing is like I was looking at I forgot, I think it was like cleaning the glass or something like that. And they had a plus or minus stat. And it showed the difference and it showed the difference between not dang it. Mitchell Robinson and Cat. And when Mitchell Robinson was on the floor, they were like a plus 30 something or more. I forgot exactly what the numbers were. And then when Cat was on the floor, they were like a -6. So it's like, if Robinson is giving you all these plus minutes, why are you not using him more? Why are we still staggering him and Cat? Why are we not using them both together? And I don't beat this horse with a drum. I done said it since the beginning of the season that the Timberwolves gave us the blueprint to maximize Cat. And what did they do? They brought in Rudy Gobert, which is a true center, and pushed Cat to the power forward. Now, yes, he went from like 25 points a game to 20. So, yes, you're going to lose a little bit of the offense. But you're going to gain so much more from a defensive presence center next to him instead of replacing him with that center. And I don't get Thibodeau. I just really don't. Like his substitutions and patterns are wild to me. They're not winning plays. And when you're at this late stage in the game, every little bit counts. You need every little bit of advantage. And if you're playing against the coach, that's not conducive to a winning culture. That's not conducive to winning a chip. I don't know. I said what I said.
All right, new Knicks.
Shit. Well, I mean, all right, I might have been exaggerating when I said bring the brooms out. Was there a possibility for brooms to be brought out? Yes. But the possibility of us, like Two Shot said, us offensively, yeah, we've been a little horrific on the offensive end. And I was just thinking, with them coming home to MSG, with all the stars coming out, with the energy that were like charged them up in order to, play good, and that just wasn't the case.
I told y'all we do terrible during matinee games historically, and this team historically does not get up to play when it's like when it's a day game. It's like they just throw in the towel. I don't get it.
So let me look at. So I had to go back. So to your point, Two Shots, you've been saying, and I agree with you. Like the offense has been terrible all postseason. We've struggled with Detroit in games that we shouldn't have been. If our offense has been clicking like how we've done before, how we've seen them play all year, there should have these games shouldn't be that close. The Detroit series, in my opinion, shouldn't have been that close if we got it rolling. I understand a game, maybe two, playoffs, here pressure, but to have 4 to 6 games where your offense is just
Trash.
there's just I mean, trash, no cohesiveness. When we know how to play, and then you got this team here, and whether I think they're in our headspace. You came back from 2 trash games and beat them. That should give you confidence and flexibility and options to just calm down and play regular basketball. Well, we've dominated. I had to go all the way back. I've been doing research. I had to go back to the last game that we played them on April 8th. The closest game. We lost that one, 119 to 117. But I had to go back and look. It's like, yo, what is it that we were doing different? There has to be something that we're doing. And even in that game, it was 119, 117. They obviously won by a lucky play towards the end. In that game, we took 101 attempts at field goals. Right now, in this whole game, we had 80 total this past game.
The pace of the game. I told y'all that.
Pace of the game, and I was looking at that as you're talking about the running. We were running the entire game. We were pushing the pace. We're not letting their defense get set. And in rotations, they got taller players against our shorter players. So you're trying to score over Porzingis, over a Horford, over Cornet.
A White.
You know what I'm saying? A White, even Tatum and Brown. They're 6'7", 6'8". It's a tall team, and you're trying to score over them and do this extra stuff on a taller team who's good. So that was a big thing that I was looking at. The pace was huge. The points in the paint. Cat had 20 points in, I think, the first half, almost 30 points in that first half, and he was just dominating the paint. And if the last game you're watching out there, you have Tatum guarding you. You have Drew Holiday guarding you. What do you always say to you, Knicks, when there's a small person guarding you in the paint? What's the solution?
Mouse in the house.
There you go. Mouse in the house, too little. Like that's like you're not seeking out the advantage. You have Cat taking advantage. You got this guy and you're dishing it out. How you throwing it? You're the 7 foot of the whole team. You got anybody, they're not gonna block your shot. Shoot it. So that was the main thing that I was looking at. Pace, tempo, and not letting, I'll give it to you. I'm surprised Thibodeau is not playing some of the players. Some of the bench players. Even in that game that was 119-117, we did play Shamit. We did play Campaign for a pretty good amount of minutes on there. Campaign in that game had 14 minutes. He didn't score, but he gave you 7 assists. You know, you had a bunch of other players. Even Landry Shamit had 6 minutes. Something to give OG the breather, to give McCall the breather. You know, Boston's a deep team, so you got to do something to get these guys a rest, get them in rhythm, and then find a play. So it was definitely. I was more shocked at the offense. Go ahead. Talk to me. What?
I mean, are we gonna be honest?
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
I mean, the Knicks play like they were shook. Not even gonna lie.
No,
They're
talk it.
like they were shook. Like, I mean, they look confused at times. Like the plays, like Two Shots said, I don't know what the defense is. What always leads to our offense. This is what we're known for. So the defense usually leads our offense. And defensively, we were just horrible. We were horrible at the line. The same shit as we was in game 1. Yeah, I mean, they were getting off shots because they weren't making it. Doesn't mean that we wasn't playing good defense. They just wasn't making it the first 2 games. So I know that 3 definitely has to tighten up. That defensive, like, that's all they're gonna do. And like you said, they are a taller team. Every time Cat kept trying to go in and Porzingis was there facing him, he tried to dump it off to Mitch, and they have another big that's blocking out. Like, they were playing real strong, you know, blocking Cat out. But Cat's not an inside. He's not built for the inside. Does he have inside moves? Yes. But Cat's strength relies on him shooting the 3.
He's not an inside cat. He's an outside cat.
Yeah, he's an alley cat.
He's an alley cat. Yeah, there you go. You picking up what I'm putting down?
Oh.
Yo.
What?
Oh, the end no love.
Shit, boy. Just, I mean, I don't think we're gonna play like this in game 2. Tibbs usually. I mean, yeah, game 4, the second game back at home. Tibbs is usually good on the bounce back games. The guys are good, but I think with the media, I think also the pressure of the media, them being home, I think it just kind of dawned on them a little bit, you know what I mean? But Cat, from what I heard, has a broken finger now. I don't know when we break that finger. Was that like game 1, game 2?
Nah, he's been had the same injury. In yesterday's game, he said he felt like he broke it. You haven't heard anything yet. Right after the game,
but it's his offhand, right?
Yeah, it's his offhand. So, I mean,
it's his offhand.
Which he's been dealing with the whole year. He looked fine after, the post game, the interviews. He did an interview. He ain't say nothing, and he looked like he's good. So I get that duct tape out, and dale, lo fuimos. Eat a plátano and you good. But for me, they're wound up too tight, as my brother said. But the biggest problem with me is they're not trusting the pass. You're not trusting the pass. You're not trusting your other players. There's no way. 16 assists is crazy. 16 assists is crazy.
It is, but look, Bridges looked like he was playing shook. He was playing unsure. Every drive that he was second thinking whether to pass it, drive it, shoot it. Like, it was too much overthinking.
But because they're playing, I'm gonna be able to beat you instead of team ball. He's trying to drive in with 2-3 people. If I can't create, now let me find something else to do. Brunson tries to drive the ball off the paint. If I can't do it last minute, I'm gonna dish it out to somebody. Cat, if no one's cutting, no one's slashing, I'm gonna force up a shot. You gotta make the game easy.
Yeah, they're playing your term type shit.
Can I just say that's the read and react offense, right? Give the ball to somebody, read what's happening, and react, right? So when shit is going haywire, what is the coach supposed to do? Yo, run the one, which is pick and roll between Cat and Brunson, or run the 2, pick and roll between Josh and Cat, or whoever, or you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say?
And that's one thing that you're right. You're right on it. But that doesn't mean that they're not. Which, you know what? I was thinking about it yesterday. I was watching the game, and I was like, "Yo, the hacker Mitch. And I was like, why? Remember, I came back. I was like, "Yo, why are they hacking them so early? Why are they hacking them when they're, not even in the paint or waiting till
they're scared of Mitch. They are.
Nah.
They don't want Mitch on the floor because I didn't give you the splits already.
Nah, that's not it. That's not it. That's not. Okay. I thought about it. I was looking at and look, and that has some character to it. Obviously, you want them but the main thing which I figured out of what they're trying to do, they're stopping the fast break. They're stopping us from getting out and running. They're stopping us from getting to move the ball because every time they foul them, we're running down the break, and that's taken away from our offense. That makes it so that they're already set.
They wasn't doing that on every fucking play. And to say that they were slowing down our offensive speed is not.
Look at it.
Like they would listen. I'm not gonna cough it up like that we gave up the game. They played good D. I'm not gonna lie. They play some good
because they're set. They're not. When we played them on that game that I was looking at, I saw
the ball. We don't push the ball.
Which is what I'm saying. I looked at both games. Yo, we was running. That game that they barely beat us on April 8th, we was running. They was tired. They're running after us. They're chasing us. We're getting fouls because we're drawing them out there. And we didn't do that.
And I said that on game 1. I said we cannot play this half-court bullshit The Knicks are a better team when we're running. Josh Hart has to be running those fast breaks like he usually does. Everybody has to be running, bro. The half court, that half court walking down shit ain't working, bro. They're getting set on defense and they're waiting for us. We cannot put the Knicks do not play good like that at all.
And they,
You just hit the nail on the head, bro. You said Josh Hart needs to push the ball. But what happens with Thibodeau is he always gives the ball to Brunson. And what does Brunson do? I told y'all last game. He walks it up the court. So now your 24-second shot clock, you're starting your offense with 12 seconds left.
Yeah.
What have I told y'all? I told y'all, why is he not pushing the ball up and starting the offense with 20 seconds on the clock? Because I told y'all, you got read 1, 2, and 3. If 1 gets shut down, go to 2. If 2 gets shut down, go to 3. But that gives you a chance to actually run something. You get me?
But yeah, but it's a lot better when Jalen Brunson is not bringing the ball down.
Because Hart is always on the go.
The offense runs better when you got Deuce or Hart running down, bringing the ball down because they're coming down with speed, and that gives Brunson enough time to try to scramble, and the rest of the squad, you know what I mean? They'll follow up. But yeah, at this pace, my boy, like Mitchell Robinson, that bro, if that nigga didn't stay behind and shoot 8,000 threes till his fucking shoulders fell off, bro, he gotta at least get to 50%, bro. If Mitchell Robinson would have shot 50%, we would have won the game.
Check it. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. Because he's shooting like 40% from the free throw. Imagine his plus and minus differential between Cat and Mitch if he hit 80% of his free throws. That differential would be 50, 60 points. A big. We're not talking about, it's a 5-point difference. We're talking about 30 to 40 points of difference between 100 possessions. Like that's not something to sneeze at, bro.
Yeah, but let's be realistic. Mitch is not shooting 80% from the line.
Even regardless, it's still a 30 to 40 point differential because Cat is -6 and this kid is 30 something. Yeah. So that's still a 40-point differential.
One at a time.
Yeah, Cat definitely. I mean, I could blame the finger or whatever the case may be, but listen, Josh Hart, I think, was the only person that balled his heart out, played so did Mitch. You know what I mean? But we definitely need to see offense. Like OG got to be the one to come out at the game with at least 20. They each have to score 20 points minimum. Each starter at the minimum has to be at 20 points. We're not getting to that if we're scoring 15 to 18 points in the first quarter. And the only way you're going to get to that is if JB plays like remember the 2 wins that we had, Brunson was playing a little bit more passive than he was putting the pressure on and looking for the basket.
That's another thing. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that was another thing I mentioned. I said OG and Mikhail gotta go off. We can't be having these 5-point performances from them. Like they are their weight is too much on the offense so that we can be getting so little from them. Again, we gotta get them going hot. And another key I said, we can't fall by 20. This time we fell by 20, and I don't think we ever got even close to like 10 points.
You can't go. You
got like 32 points.
It never got even to like 10 points. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta stop falling. Like as soon as they start going on a run, blow the whistle, call a timeout. Do something to stop the momentum. You know what I'm saying?
It can't go past 10 points.
That all comes from the first quarter. If we don't set up that first quarter right, the rest is gonna be domino effect.
At the end of the first, we were down by like 15, and it was never that close the entire game.
Yeah, it took the first quarter. I think to what you guys are saying, I think it has to be Josh pushing the ball up. I think the next evolution for Jalen Brunson, which he has to do it quick. We were talking before early in this year, what can he do better besides giving us 30, 40, 60 points, was to assist the ball. He got it up a little, started great in the beginning of the year, slacked off a little bit towards the end of the year. We still need that from him, but right now in the playoffs, when you're losing and they're already double teaming you, let Josh Hart bring it up, and he has to be the carbon copy of what Steph Curry does. Steph Curry plays off screens, runs, moves around, cuts, slices when they're not honing in on you. You let Josh Hart bring the ball up, see if he can create something on a drive, on a fast break. If he doesn't, you already have Cat at the top of the key. Let Cat try to score, and he's going to find slashers, whether OG, Bridges, or Jalen Brunson, or Josh. He's going to find the cutter. You make him the player. You make him the offensive Joakim Noah. That he needs to be at the top of the key. Or the Isaiah.
He got Joker like skills. It's just that he's not used that way. He's not used the way the way Denver uses Joker. That's maximizing your player.
Yeah,
because your player got vision to score.
There's a big difference between Joker, Cat, and Mitch.
I mean, he's talking about like skills. He's talking about Cat. He's talking about Cat at the top of the key. I definitely think he can do it. I think, but that's going to get Brunson off the ball. That's going to get us at a fast-paced offense. That's going to get us running as Josh Hart, the first person pushing up the pace. He's going to run, and he's going to collapse that defense. So if they're set and he's trying to drive into the lane, he's going to collapse the defense. He can switch it out to any OG or Bridges because he's a great assist player. If he's not around, you give it a Cat at the top of the key. If he doesn't take it, Cat can find another cutter. That gives us motion in our offense. That collapses that defense. That gets everybody moving around where they're not set. Instead of us having a set defense from Boston, and then let me see what I can do. I can't do nothing. 3 seconds on the clock. Bridges, do something. OG, throw something.
Yeah, throw a miracle shot.
And then you got OG taking these crazy shots. He's not going to get in rhythm that way.
I mean, it's like all right. Y'all mentioned Denver, but look at what the Timberwolves are doing to Denver. Shout out to Julius Randle. Shout out.
No. It's OKC versus Denver.
Sorry, I mean, who was Randle and them?
The Wolves are playing Golden State right now.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, what they were doing, they were running them down because they're a slight older team, more or less. You know what I mean? But they was running them down, and Julius will come in, jump in the air. When you're running on that fast break, and the whole team is following you, and it can't just be two players. If the whole team is running down, that's where you have options. You could go up. You're gonna have two niggas trying to seal you off for the basket. You have other options running down with you, but definitely gotta play the fast break game. Shout out to the chat if there's anybody out there.
Yeah, salute to the chat. Daniel Berry Sports in the building. Salute to Daniel Berry Sports is in the building. Que lo que? Robert Woodard, he says that. And they trying to lower our points per possession. So he was talking about when we were talking about Mitchell Robinson, the hack of Mitch, how we're talking about, yes, they're trying to get low points per possession. So you got Mitch that giving you 1 point instead of a 2 or 3. If we got an actual offensive possession, you're slowing down our offense. So he was agreeing with that. So that hack of Mitch is that whole perspective on there. So if that's what's happening now, do you bring a Precious, which we'll come back to that. Think about that on the rhythm for a second here. Do you bring a Precious in on there? Let me read the rest of the chat. Nostalgic Knicks, salute to you. Appreciate you. So Nostalgic Knicks is out there. Listen, I've been calling for Precious for this series. In a certain sense. You got Boston that's a taller team. I'm not saying take out Mitch, but if they're hacking a Mitch offensively, when Cat had Precious there, you can put Precious to rotate on a Horford. He's quick to rotate. And he can defend, he can rebound, and he can push the pace also. That's someone that you can use, and then you bring Mitch in from the bench, in rotations and spurts with Josh, and then you help out our bench. Because if you get our bench with either Cam, bring these other boys out, then you got some defense and scoring. You got to switch it up because you can't put everything on the 5 against 10, and then the 3 refs. You gotta be able to have some help.
You gotta give it up to Tibbs. He tried playing Mitch and Towns. Yeah, I mean, he's trying different things. The thing is that it looks like the chemistry starts collapsing. Yeah, I mean, it's like.
But and you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But even then, when something ain't going right, you need to spark, right? Usually, Campaign is that spark. He's gonna come in, whatever. If he's dud and he's not bringing it, you got to bring somebody else. Why not bring? I don't understand. And listen, this is me complaining about Tips 2 shots. Write it down, screenshot it. This is where like, yo, if we're down, no one's shooting. We're 5 for 25 for 3-pointers. Why not bring someone who's probably your best shooter? Why not bring in Shamit even for spurts? There's no one in the team right now that's probably a better shooter other than Brunson than Shamit.
I thought about that too, but why? If you bring in these niggas in, they're getting cooked. They're getting.
When did you can't get cooked from the bench? You can't get cooked from the bench.
I'm saying if they bring us the whole shit is if they bring them in, they're getting cooked from the fucking like they can't play defense against Brown and against Tatum. Come on, you can't put Shamit, Schnauzer on fucking Brown. You can't put Schnauzer.
Shamit has guarded him, and they won in Phoenix with him. He's not no bum player. And even then, you bring him when you got Pritch-ard out there. You got Pritch-ard getting 28 points, the same amount as Brunson. You can't just put Deuce on everybody. You can't put Deuce on everybody. Deuce can't guard everybody. Deuce needs help out there.
That's who killed us, Pritch-ard.
But because you can't put Deuce on Pritch-ard. You can't put Deuce on White at the same time. You can't put him against Porzingis. Like, yo, he's defense, but you got to pull him out. That's where you get the rest. If OG is exhausted, you bring him out. Yo, even 5 minutes. The best lineups that we had was Deuce, Shamit, Mitchell, and Precious. When we had them, remember we went on that run when we were against Boston. When we're making our run was with Mitch, Precious, and then you had Deuce, and then and Campaign. But still, you got to try something different against. Yeah, but I mean against these bench players, you got it. Yo, their bench is killing us. You got Pritch-ard getting 48. At what point do you say, all right, let's stop this dude? 28 points. He was cooking Mitch.
Like I said, look, they playing games. We should play the same games. Bring Precious in, or if not even bring Huckabee. What's his name? Our center, Hook. Bring Hook in, and bring Hook in and have him start fucking punching niggas down. They want to play Hack and Mitch. Let's play punch with a hook.
Punch a Porzingis.
Listen, we all know we can all speculate about who should play, who shouldn't play, blah blah blah. We all know it's gonna come down to the same fucking rotation because, unfortunately, Thibodeau was the coach. I can pine and say, hey, I want more Mitchell Robinson, but we all know that's not gonna happen. In reality, he's gonna live and die with the squad that he chose.
One at a time, because they can't hear you. When you guys talk over each other, they can't hear you. So you gotta wait and then say your feedback.
But I'm saying he's saying that he's that we're not gonna see Mitch. But we've been seeing Mitch all 3 fucking games.
I never said that. What I said is he's gonna ride and die with his 5, and that's it. Mitch plays. He plays 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
No, Mitch is
20.
Bro, Mitch was in the whole
right now.
Come on,
Mitch
played 19 minutes.
Played 20 minutes.
20 minutes. And who's correct again? Will I like to see Mitch playing 30, 35 minutes? Absolutely. Because I believe him and Cat can fucking cook together. But guess what? He doesn't like the ingredients. So we're going to have to...
But they're hacking him. Let them
get in the bonus quicker. And who cares if he makes or misses? Get him in the bonus. And then every foul after that, we can capitalize on it.
It's the style. They are, like I tell you, it's a style of play. Listen, our game is running, gunning, and movement. We have not played our game at all with any of the in the playoffs. you got these teams that are stopping you and changing your style of play. I salute to Boston that Boston stuck with their style of play, even though because it was working. Yes, we came back, but they was beating us by 20 the first game. They was beating us by 20 the second game, and guess what happened the third game? They beat us by 20 again, and we had to come back because they stayed true to their style of play. It's when we play and some of the hero ball that we're not assisting, bro. Only high school games have 16 assists in a game, bro. What are we talking about? You got elite professionals, you got 2 NBA All-Stars, you got 2 All-NBA players, and you guys can't pass the ball to each other. We can't move the rock.
That was our complaint in the first 2 games about Brunson. That, like, even though we won it, and yes, he's the hero, and yes, he fucking did a Jordan shot with, but that's been always our complaint about Brunson. Stop waiting. Stop fucking, like, let the first 3 quarters be for the team, and then you close it out. You're Captain Clutch. You're fourth quarter nigga. You know what I mean? Captain Crunch time. That's it. But you need to get the rest of the guys going. If it's like Josh Hart. Josh Hart, you know, if he dives on the floor, everybody else is diving. So if your leader is leading by passing, it's infectious. The rest of the people are gonna, like, look at what happened with when the Kings got white chocolate. All right. White Chocolate was a fucking passing specialist. What happened? Fucking, you had Weber trying to do passes. You had everybody trying to get in their passing bag. So however your leader leads the team, it gets infectious. Jalen Brunson, he's tough. He battles it out. Everybody's following that. Everybody battles just like Jalen Brunson. But like we said, in order for Jalen Brunson to reach his pinnacle, he will have to be coming out the games with at least 16 assists. And it's not hard to do with the players that we have. He should be having 2 to 3 assists with each player. If you get 3 with Cat, 3 with Bridges, 3 with OG, 3 with Mitch, that's already 12 assists. It shouldn't be that difficult.
Listen, I think
it's hard on 25 misses open threes.
Look, Julius Randle came out of the game with a triple-double yesterday. It's not hard to do when you got the right pieces around you.
I think he needs
shout out to Jason Williams, man. White Chocolate. I don't remember watching your games, man, but I remember watching them highlights. Boy,
bro,
he used to have that ball on a string.
Bro, he was so, bro, that nigga was so nasty. That nigga was like Magic Johnson, and you couldn't even name. I mean, of course, it came from Magic Johnson, because Magic Johnson was
he said Nostalgic Knicks said 99. Hey, if you guys, we got 0 likes.
I don't know.
Y'all in the chat. I'm telling y'all in the live chat. Come on, man. Get some of them thumbs up.
He had so many highlights. A behind the back bounce pass from like half court.
Bro,
right
he would bounce the ball with his left hand behind the back, and then with his right elbow, he will elbow the fucking ball and pass it to the nigga on his left also. Like that. That's what to learn from, bro. Like, it was crazy.
He was for me. He was like the N1 of the NBA. Oh
yeah,
man, you remember N1?
Well, it was actually Iverson, but Iverson kept getting fines and shitted on by the NBA for creating passes because they didn't know what to call it. Like,
are we gonna talk about Knicks, or we're gonna keep going down to
we gotta pay homage. We gotta pay homage.
I mean, I know you were going to a point, but then y'all just went.
Unless he's strapping up tomorrow to play. Yeah.
With that, my point being is that if Brunson gets more passive, Cat will get more passive. I even seen Cat trying to look for Mitch and look for niggas. Like, That's the game we need to play. Find the open man. I like that one thing man, what's this coach's name? Or I mean, Curry said one time, you got to be like hot potatoes. If you have the ball in your hand for more than 3 seconds, that 3 seconds is already too much of a long time. Yeah,
Salute Nostalgic Nick. So Robert would have said White Iverson is who he was. Nostalgic Nick says game day tomorrow. Nostalgic Nick also says that the MSG crowd was dead. Do you guys think? And listen,
We really didn't give him much to
early.
cheer about, bro.
Okay,
it's true. We didn't get much to cheer about, but
Yeah, we were down by
From the
15
gate, bro.
at
From
least
the gate,
entire
nothing.
time, bro.
No, gentlemen. This is the case with MSG. This being the biggest game in Knicks history, that the price value of the tickets went up. So the regular going price was $1,100. The regular Knicks fan
it was like 700. It was like 700, 750. Even one ticket 750.
So you got a whole bunch of rich people,
who don't really ride with the Knicks like that.
Are really just there for the look. You know what I mean? And they're really not fans like the real fans that were outside of the Garden.
The diehards.
You know what I mean? The real fans, the ones going crazy, the ones that are like, the MSG wasn't MSG.
That was listen, the fans that were in there were not the ones that are out on the avenue after the game saying fuck Trae Young, even though we ain't even play Atlanta.
Come on, man. Don't give me that shit.
I'm just saying.
I see all those people in the front row standing up when they do something good and cheering the team, bro. Don't give me that shit. There was nothing to cheer for yesterday, bro.
Mike, but
like, y'all gotta watch that game, nigga. Watch the actual game, bro.
I watched it twice. And okay, tell me this. Hold on. Let me ask M Specialist. Tell me, even in the last game, tell me a time.
We got it. If people can, are the people listening to Mike?
Yeah, they
can hear me.
He's official now. He got the stamp.
Okay.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? He got the VIP card. He goes he gets his coffee. You know what I'm saying?
In the intro, we gotta put the Wizard of Oz dude.
we gonna have something special for M Special here. And listen, I agree with you, M Special, that we did not give him anything to cheer about. So I'm not saying you're wrong in that. What I'm saying is that even in losses, I don't think I've ever seen Knicks fans leave the arena early. Even in losses, even in blowouts. I have to look back real far to see people leaving early.
It was like 6 minutes left into the fourth quarter and people were walking.
Never have I seen that in the Garden. That I can recall. And we've got blown up many times.
Mikey, let me ask you a question. You think the regular New York nigga, the New York fans like us, is paying $700-800 for a ticket
and leaving?
Knowing that this is only round one. Yeah, I mean round two. There's still the Eastern Conference.
That shit happens everywhere, bro. All fans leave. You get blown out by 20, bro, they leave. They're trying to beat that traffic. Trying to get on the train, trying to beat the traffic on the train. Don't give me none of that shit, bro. Come on, man. Don't make this about that. Let's make it about the team playing. And they're playing like shit, bro. That's it. Fuck the fans. They don't got to play for the fans, bro. They got to play for them.
But the Garden is...
You got to give them something to cheer about, bro. You got to give them something to cheer about.
We was down 20 in both games. So a real fan would know that, I'm not leaving because we pulled out the most incredible comebacks.
Yeah, but that was in Boston. That wasn't in New York.
But even worse, you should be expecting it in the Garden.
Play bad at home and bad in day games.
Yeah, but you should be expecting it. Like, it's not like we've got blown out and we ain't come back before. Like, this is the playoffs. You just spent.
Bro, I'm literally watching the game right now, and every time they make a bucket, I see people standing and cheering, bro. But they kept missing shots, dude.
All right, Mikey. They're gonna cheer, but is that what a fanatic does? I'm pretty sure, they were cheering on offense, But when defense comes, that's when the fucking fanatic comes. Oh, fuck you, bitch. Oh, you ain't shooting shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they wasn't vocal.
Okay, I agree with you on that, but that didn't happen yesterday because we play no defense.
Listen, both of you are not wrong. No, both of you are not wrong. We're looking at all perspectives in general. Listen, and let me just salute to Just Knicks in the building. Just Knicks came in. Let me read to his. So Nostalgic Knicks agree with the fans and no energy. That's what he's saying. Just Knicks says Mitch free throws were ass. He says salute to everybody. And then he also says that fans weren't on the court though. I blame OG's 2 points. So to M Special's point, and just to two shots, we're saying it ain't always the coach. It's the players on the court that have to produce. You can say whatever you want of whoever's out there, whatever call the plays, you still have to execute in whatever format. Whether he called the play, I don't know. Tibbs is obviously going to get most of the blame anyway. You know what I'm saying? Whether the players execute it. But 3 straight games with OG having under 10 points. I don't think he's broken 8 points in 3 games against.
Bro, even the players will tell you themselves. It's up to them to be aggressive. Oh, I gotta be more aggressive. I gotta be like when they had the press conference when OG got 29. How did OG get 29? He was motherfucking aggressive. He was yamming it. He was going in. He was trying to post up. He was doing everything offensively and defensively, and guarding Tatum, and still got 29 points. And we need not that kind of energy only from him. We need that from everybody. We need everybody to have defended the best player and have 29 points. There's no reason why these niggas that were put together, you know what I mean, cannot score at least into the 20s, and especially at home.
And that's what I'm saying. Even in the home, like even when they did hit a bucket, you never heard like the cheering wasn't like a normal garden, like like you just seeing the things ready to implode. It was like, hey, Jalen Brunson, okay, that was a nice shot, right? I think it was nice, right? That was a good one. What was that? A 2 or 3? I don't know. I altogether listen. The fans was not in it. We can say whatever it was, but listen, and I'll tell you why. You know why? Because a regular fan that goes, and I'm not blaming.
We were outside of MSG. There was at least 5,000 motherfuckers outside.
Bro,
of MSG.
it's New York. That shit happens all the time, bro. They always raise the prices for the playoffs, bro.
Yeah,
that shit happens everywhere.
But we're talking about the real fans, the real fanatics. And the reason we're saying that because if someone even listen, a regular fan, someone on the low budget side, people who pay $3,000 for rent, if they spend $200 on a ticket and $37 for a hot dog and a soda, they stand until they try to milk it till they turn off the lights, till the dude with the brooms coming.
Well, yeah, but all those people are standing upstairs, so you don't even see them on TV.
Well, you know, even the people down there. I mean, imagine how much those people are paying to leave 6 minutes for the rush. Traffic. We're talking about New York. You're leaving to get early on traffic. There's always traffic in New York. What are you gonna do? Wait for the train's gonna come faster? Like, I don't know. That was just me. Altogether, it was a shitty atmosphere, shitty offensive game, shitty effort. The fact that it was 3 games in a row is what really bugs me. And I'm not shitting on my team, but it's like, come on, bro. Effort. We're talking about effort. We're talking about something free. Effort. We're talking about effort.
Yeah, that's a fact. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. We definitely need a game win tomorrow. Tomorrow is a must win for us. There's no way we can take this shit 2 up. But one thing I know about Tibbs, he's gonna bounce back. Ain't no way that 3-point line is gonna be that free. And on top of that, I think they need a double. All they need to do is run doubles on Tatum and doubles on Pritch-ard.
Nah, bro. What I told you guys in the beginning of the series. What do we have to do in this? Muck it up. You need to get physical with them. You need to put. Yo, you want to foul Mitchell Robinson? I'm fouling all of you guys. Everybody in this team leaves with 5 fouls every night. The refs got to be physical.
But bro, fucking you can't even get physical. Fucking Cat had 3 fouls within the first 6 minutes.
Oh, everybody but him. How about that? Everybody but him.
Come on.
Everybody but him. Pritchard shooting the ball. I'm bumping him. I'm pushing him off the line. Yup, you got that foul. And so he's gonna know every time we come in. What? Every time he comes, yo, you're not gonna get that free shot.
Bro, this team lost their cojones to Minnesota. Plain and simple.
You mean? I mean, yeah, we did send the bullies out there. We did. You're not. Listen, you ain't wrong about that. We send the silverback. We send them King Kong, and King Kong is put them in Pelican Bay over there in Golden State. Hey, he's bullying them, but still, it doesn't take that much. If you know they're gonna give you these cheap fouls and Josh, and you're complaining, bully up, son. Bully up. Just anytime they get to that 3-point, make them understand that I'm gonna undercut you. You're gonna get something, and that's it.
I don't know why I don't know why they reverted. I don't know why they reverted to the drop back again. So that shit was.
But that's exactly.
Oh, who called that? Who called that?
Go ahead, I'm supposed to talk that.
Hey, how get on the screen?
New Knicks, you under 2 times, bro. Pick a phone. For a second, I thought it was Machete. I was like,
how you do that?
Machete got a tan, bro.
You was on the screen twice.
I'll tell you, I got both my accounts back.
Oh, okay.
Hey, salute to Robert Woodard. Robert Woodard says 33 Fan Plaza tomorrow at 5:30. Block party on the side of MSG. 7:30. They'll show the game on the 2 huge flat screens. Hey, salute to that. Drop coverage is cheeks, is what he's saying.
Who said that? Who said that?
Just Nick says drop coverage is
Just
cheeks.
Knicks. We agree. We're in agreement.
Yep. And to Nostalgic Nick says glad Hook played yesterday. Look, he played because we got blown out. So listen, they have their bigs. They have the toes. Listen, in order for us to win, is tempo. I said that in the beginning of the series. Pace and pace. And I think Thibodeau has to pull off Cat and not play him with Brunson. He cannot play them together. He has to start them, let them play for 2 minutes together, and pull out Cat. Put Cat and Mitch, and then play them off of each other. When you sit Brunson, you bring back Cat in the game. They can't play together.
You want him to hold on. You want him to stagger Jalen Brunson and Cat?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Well, when they're playing together, do you see them playing with each other? Do you see any assists going to each other? Do you see any pick and rolls? Do you see any pick and rolls with Cat and Brunson that he gets
I don't even think they talk to each other, bro.
Okay. You say all the pause you want. You got Cat against you got Drew Holiday in the paint and nobody passes him the ball? You got him against Tatum.
How about this? Bro. How about this? How about you don't neuter your team? And how about you bring in the coach that maximizes your 2 best players offensively?
I said stagger the offense. And you know why? Because it's worked. It's worked when we played against Denver, when we almost had 145 points. You staggered them. You know why? Because when you move Cat, and I didn't say forever. I said you start with them, you get movement going. How do you get
Cat? You're paying Cat $60-something million.
See, you don't hear.
You don't play with your second best player.
It's not working. In 3 games, has it worked? It hasn't. You haven't got
system.
It's not the system. That is the system.
Gentlemen,
hold on.
It doesn't work.
Gentlemen, what is going on is that Boston does not respect Josh's Hart 3-point. So what I think we need to do is pull Josh Hart out of the starting lineup. And listen. We bring in Deuce, we bring in Brunson, we bring in Mitch and Cat.
It has to be Precious. It has to be. The answer is Precious, but I'm telling you.
Bro,
if you play Cat, Precious.
Listen. Deuce is playing good enough D to lock up and have Bridges come back down to play the 3. You have fucking Mitch playing the 5 and Cat playing the 4.
Wait, hold on. I need to understand what you're saying. Let me understand what you're saying. You're saying take out Josh Hart and start bringing who?
Take out Josh Hart. You bring in Deuce. Deuce is shooting more threes than Josh Hart. Deuce can play the defense that Josh Hart plays. And listen, don't give me that look. What we need is another offensive threat. by Deuce being out there on the lineup, I think it gives them a threat to respect, and which it opens it up. Cat goes back to playing the 4 and stretching the floor out. This
You lose
bringing Cat into
rebounding.
the
You lose rebounding pace. You lose
Cat's
rebounding
been
pace.
going. My guy, Cat's been going inside the paint, and they've been locking him up. He barely gets in there. He's not doing that. He needs to stretch the floor. He did not come here to be Mitchell Robinson. He came in here to be the shooting three-pointer expert that the fuck he is, my nigga. You cannot start playing niggas in new positions. You gotta play him in their winning position.
But you're asking Deuce to play a small forward.
No.
Shooting guard.
I'm telling him to play.
The shooting guard is Mikal Bridges, sir. The shooting guard is Mikal Bridges and OG.
Move him to small forward and OG to power forward.
Small forward and OG to the power forward. Or
listen, you bring if you got Mitch is playing center.
And they're gonna hack him. And he's gonna miss the free throws. He's gonna miss the free throws. They're gonna hack him. He's gonna miss the free throws.
Get him in the penalty.
Bro.
Get him in the penalty.
Listen, that's the solution. The solution is the Deuce is gonna push the tempo. Deuce can bring down the ball and initiate, and he can still shoot threes. Josh Hart coming in with the bench. When the bench comes in, Josh Hart can initiate with Precious and whoever else that they line up in there with Josh Hart.
It needs to be. If anything, you put Josh and Mitch coming from the bench. You need to put. If you're gonna take Josh Hart, you need to put Precious. Precious can rebound. You need rebounding and defense. You can't put.
Listen. My guy, listen. The only thing Mitch is doing that he's been doing for like the last 39, 48 hours is shooting free throws.
And
Mitchell Robinson will shoot 50% from the line.
No, he can't.
He's shooting, bro.
He can't.
Listen. He figured it out, bro. He was shooting.
When?
My nigga,
he did hit 50
shot
last
2 in a row. He shot 2 in a row.
Out of 12, 14 shots, he shot 2 in a row?
Yeah, but bro, if he's shooting now,
you put someone who defends just like Mitch. You put someone who rebounds just like Josh Hart. You put someone who runs just like Josh Hart, and it's Precious, and he can shoot free throws.
My guy, who defended Jason Tatum at the 3-point line at the end of the game? It was Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson could guard the 3-point line. That's what we're talking about, bro. They're beating us from the fucking 3.
Can Precious do it?
Listen, the reason why they've been hacking Mitch is because they shook him. All he got to do is shoot fucking 50%. And at the end of the day, if we got Deuce out there shooting threes and being a threat, that's all we need, my guy. And then
Josh, what is Deuce's 3-point percentage? Let's go look at that, because he's shooting straight bricks. And I love Deuce, but there's no way you're telling me. Let me look at Miles McBride, 20 minutes, 1 point, 5 assists.
1 for 2.
Compare him to Hart. Compare him to Hart. Don't just compare him.
Let me give you his, because you're saying in 20 minutes. Josh Hart had 34 minutes, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Deuce McBride, 20 minutes, 5 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists.
How many threes?
Maybe 1. If he had 5 points, maybe 1.
Hart. How many?
Deuce shot twice. Josh shot 3 and Deuce shot 2.
How many did Josh make?
None.
And Deuce. So you're going to turn down 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists for 5 points.
Listen, that's not. He can still do that coming off the bench. If he's playing against bench competition, what do you think Josh Hart is going to do?
But you're losing that on the starters. You're putting someone who gives you practically triple-double numbers to give you someone that can't take a fast break. What is Deuce going to give you if you put him in the starting lineup, other than defense?
What do you mean? He's gonna give you defense and he's gonna give you some threes. They're gonna respect Deuce at that 3-point line more than they gonna. Bro, they leave Josh Hart wide the fuck open, my guy. They leave him wide the fuck open. They don't even pay him no mind unless he's driving in.
Anyway, you need defense and rebounds and someone who can shoot. Precious Achiuwa can take he can take Horford, he can take anybody. He can guard Porzingis. He helps out when those threes that they shot that they were wide open, that was Cat just staring at Tatum, not even running to him and fading away like he's crawling into a hole like a crab. That's when you would have a Precious or someone out there guarding the paint. You gotta have someone out there that can run and rebound, bro.
Yo, well, what's the chat saying? What's the chat talking about? Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat.
Let me go to the chat. They on fire. He's coming back from injury. Glad he's healthy. Just Nick said, hell no. I think he was talking about me when I was talking about substituting, interchanging between Cat and Brunson on there.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I love it, man. I think it's. Listen, if they're not working right now,
all right, go back to the chat. Go back to the chat. You already said your piece.
Nick said I would start Mitch. He said fair take. I think he was talking about you.
Who said that? Who said that?
Nostalgic Nick. He said I would start Mitch.
I said that's
Nostalgic. We here.
Hello.
He ain't gonna give you nothing, bro. And I'm with that. Get them in the penalty. Hart came off the bench last year. Tibbs won't cut the cord. Thank you. He's not gonna cut that cord. He'll ride unless unless Tanya Harding comes in and breaks his shin guard, his shins. He's not gonna change Josh Hart. I don't care what it is. All of the playoff teams struggling scoring. You can just play McBride more if he comes in and going off. That's Nick Yak. So salute to Nick Yak. All of the playoff teams are struggling scoring. That's what Nick Yak saying. He's also saying you can just play McBride more if he comes in and going off. So if he's in a rhythm, you let him get going. He's great defensively, and he's going to help you. When him and Mitch come in, they change the game.
Listen, this is the only game we have left to get the morals of the rest of the players up. Deuce McBride in this last game, if given the chance, he will do his job. He's gonna light it up. These are the players that we need. We need to do their job. If Deuce was doing a little better offensively in the last game, we win it. OG,
finish your part. My bad.
No, if OG did a little better offensively, even Bridges, we need everybody to be more aggressive and stop playing pussyfoot basketball.
Let me explain my point to you guys why I'm saying that. The reason I'm saying for Precious is not just for any reason. Precious is someone who, if they try to foul, can hit the free throw. He can also alleviate. Hold on.
Precious is a Boston killer.
Okay, and he's also alleviating the pressure off OG. And when OG and after them, there's nobody there except this dude. So when he plays with OG, he gives him a breather, and OG can play more offense. So that way, if somebody gets past him, he knows that Cat's not just gonna look at him, or Jalen Brunson's just gonna let him score. He knows that Precious is back that's gonna help him get the block. And who has more fast break dunks in all the Knicks? Precious. You have it in the Toronto game. You have it in the Detroit game. That he's always making a fast break and whamming on people. Who can go on who went on a 10-point scoring? He did. You think Al Horford can stop physically Precious? No, he can't. You think Luke Cornett can out-bully or faster than Precious? No. They got size. You have to match it in some sense. I'm not saying you don't start Mitch or play Mitch, but you have to have rotations with it.
All right, look, my lineup to win this next game is Deuce, Brunson, OG, Cat, and Bridges. That's starting in the starting lineup. If you got Hart, Mitch, Precious, and the rest of them coming off the bench, it's like a second team coming in. You know what I mean? Because Josh Hart is going to run the offense coming in. He got Precious and Mitch to run with. Yeah, I mean, because you got to understand, Mitch also does a lot better when we're running. Precious does a lot better. A lot of our stats for our guys do better when we're a running team.
And who's not making the team run? The starting
Jalen
point
Brunson.
guard. Okay, so
Maybe.
that's why
That's why if you have Deuce in there, Deuce is gonna be bringing the ball down. That's what I just said, nigga. If you would
But that's
fucking take that Bluetooth
I heard
off
you, but he
and
doesn't
listen,
drive. How many times do you see Deuce drive it and then pull it back? Drive. He's like Martin, like Nemo. We're gonna go out and we're gonna come back in. We're
my
gonna go
guy,
out and we're
if
gonna come
you
back in.
Brunson, you're in the starting lineup. Your job is to beat the defense down the fucking other end.
Not
As soon
happening.
as you get the fucking ball, it ain't that walk down bullshit. If we walk in, we lost in.
Listen, the starting lineup will never ever change until the summer. Never. So any other starting lineup other than the starting five is not gonna happen. I will bet my house, my car, and my bike. Anything I own, I will bet it that Thibodeau will not change the lineup. And that does. And all that to say that in minutes, he'll probably play the same starting lineup first 5 minutes and then substitute right there. Then you bring in a Mitch, take Cat out to slow. If they're going on a run halfway into the first, you bring in Mitch for defense. Bring in a Deuce. Deuce, Mitch, Josh Hart, and then you get OG and McCall moving and grooving and getting some kind of scoring. You take out Brunson a little early, right? And then that's where you get OG and Mikal Bridges scoring, getting some offensive rhythm. And then when you bring in Brunson in, you take out Cat, and then you could bring them some other players with them. Then you bring out a Shamit, a Deuce, keep Mitch out there with them, keep Josh, or you sit Josh, and then you bring in McCall. You know what I'm saying? And when you sit Cat, you sit OG. You sit Cat and OG, and you keep Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart. Then you bring Brunson in and with Deuce, and then you got Mitch, and then you got the little enanos, the little midgets running out there with Mitch. Then you got a different fast-paced team giving Boston a different look. And then when that team gets tired, they start catching on to that, then you bring out the Precious. You bring out maybe a little Shammy. You bring out Cat with him. You give him a different look in spurts and rhythm. And that's going to you have to break up what he's been doing. You can't keep playing those safe five, the safe combination all the time because they know. Because when they're tired, that's when he brings in White and Pritchard, and they're coming in running and gunning. You have to switch it up.
I think we gotta bring the pressure to him, and I think if we play a double down and rotate on the defense, like whoever the fuck got the ball, if Tatum got the fucking ball, double them, and the rest of the guys just rotate. Yeah, I mean, I think we just need to put the pressure on them.
But you can't double this
from
team.
beginning to end, getting them tired, getting them tired, not giving them no space to breathe.
But you get them tired by running. If you let them get set every time, and every time they hack Mitch, they can walk to the other side.
No. I mean, I'm talking about defense, bro. We're not playing it when I'm talking about defensively. Yes, if we're running them down, yes, run for the offense. But when it comes to defense, that one-on-one bullshit it hasn't been working. This stay with your man type shit has not been working. They've been up 20 points every fucking game. So if you double down on whoever the fuck got the fucking ball, whether it's Pritchard, White, or Tatum, just those three. The rest of the niggas I don't give a fuck about. But these niggas gotta start getting beat up.
That's
you can't and let the rest of the niggas just...
Yo, and here's the easiest answer, the simplest, easiest answer. You don't give them no threes with 2 shots. Just stay on the 3. If they get an easy 2, they get an easy 2. You know what's going to take them out of rhythm? Not shooting 3s. Let them get every 2-pointer. If it's an easy layup, an easy basket, let them get the easy basket. Don't give them no 3s. They're going to want to shoot 3s. They're going to force a shot outside and force a 3. Just stay on the 3. If they happen to win or walk into the lane, let them walk in the lane. They're going to have to beat us in a 2-point game. And they can't do that. That's going to take them out of rhythm because they like shooting 3s, chucking at the ball, moving around. Take them out of their game. Their game is shooting 3s, so we're just going to camp at the 3-point line, and y'all just got to beat us in the lane. Y'all got to beat us in the lane. Plain and simple. That's it. Don't let them shoot 3. Don't give them the 3s. Just stay on the 3-point line and let them drive. Because they give you the fake every time. They fake like they're going to shoot. They'll drive. And when they drive in, they could have a wide open layup, and they're still looking for somebody to throw it out to the 3-point line. That easy. I don't know. Nick
Well,
100
man.
GM, salute to you. He says this is why Tibbs only turns under pressure for a quarter. Nick Shack says we got down 20 each game early because we hardly score in the first quarter. Boston only shot good one game. And then Nick's also
Facts.
100 also says we're gonna be tired if we double team them. You can't double them. They're too deep of a team to double. It's not like they got Ant and you double Ant. You know what I mean? And even then they're a pretty deep team. This team is loaded all the way down. So you can't play that. If you're gonna let them shoot, you gotta let Brown beat us. You gotta let Tatum beat us because they're not great shooters. The only reason, even as terrible as we played yesterday, if we contained Pritchard and White, we would have won the game just off that alone.
Hold on, who you said was terrible? Tatum?
No, they're not great 3-point shooters. They chuck up a lot of threes. They're not. This guy's
It
not.
ain't look like that guy yesterday, my boy.
Hey, listen, I would let them beat us. I would let Tatum and Brown shoot the shit out of whatever they want to shoot, and you stop White. White and Pritchard are the best scorers. You had Pritchard with 28 points yesterday, same as Jalen Brunson. You just got to stop him. You stop him and White, and that's it. Let the others do whatever they're gonna do, and we'll still beat them, bro. That's the recipe. That's what happened every year for them for the last 6 years. It's because of these two people that they picked up who are really good, and they're the ones that's killing us. You got son of a Pritch out here scoring 28 points. Come on, bro. It's not rocket science. We're making shit harder than we have to. I get it. With offense, we're here and there, but the defense is on the same two dudes that just lit you up. M Special, how many 3-pointers did White have yesterday?
Made 3. He shot 6.
He shot 6,
50%.
What about Pritchard?
That's another story. He shot 10, made 5, so another 50%.
And how many did Tatum shoot?
9, he made 5.
Pritchard didn't shoot 5 3-pointers.
No, he shot 10 and made 5.
Made
he
5.
Shot 10
he
and
shot
made 5.
10.
What about this dude, Tatum?
Tatum shot 9, made
Looked
5.
like he made 5 in one.
Bro, he's giving a stat. Hold on, he's giving the stat. Say it again.
He shot 9, made 5.
Okay. What about Brown?
He's a bad 3-point shooter.
2
He
for
is.
6.
He is. He's a streaky shooter. I'd let him
2 for
shoot all
6.
day. How many?
2 for 6.
Okay, 2 for 6. I told you, Brown. You let Brown get cocky and drive and shoot.
Brown. I agree, but calling Tatum a bad 3-point shooter is fucking ridiculous.
When did I say he's a bad 3? He's not.
Did you not just say that? Like, am I hearing things or
Yeah,
what?
well, maybe. Yeah. Are you high? Yeah, I said it. He sucks. I would let him shoot the ball. I would not let Pritchard or White shoot.
Brown hasn't been shooting lately. He's been taking it to the hole.
And if anything, look at two shot. If he's that good, you leave Brown, because you have
I agree with you with Brown, but Tatum is just fucking ridiculous. Like, I don't
let him shoot it. But you see some of the shots. You see some of the shots he's taking. It is on me. I'll take that.
It's your take. Yeah, it's on you. It's your take. They say
it's
what
on YouTube. Quote me on that. Just like I said, Pop is not a great coach. Quote me.
Here we go again.
Tatum shot under league.
You know what you are? You a rage baiter. You a rage baiting, hating little man. I'm gonna call you the little man.
Why gotta be little though? Why you got now that's insulting.
You called me the little man last time, so now I'm gonna call you the little man.
You know what? I'll take it. You're right.
You got the Napoleon. What's his last name? The fucking yes. What's the old guy from your time in the 1700s?
You mother. Do you look at me to read this chat? Está poniendo fresco, brother. Knicks Yacht said we down 20 each game early because we hardly scored in the first. I did read that. Boston 36% from threes regular season. We shot 38. So it's not that far of a difference. They're just chucking them up. And then this is a battle of old school versus new school. 2000s, we're playing old school type of ball from the 2-point shooting, and they're playing 3. Tatum shot under league average in threes this season, and that was my point.
Who said that? I find that hard to believe.
That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. That's why I was saying it. Tatum
What's the league average? What's the league average?
34%, I think it is.
He gotta be way more than that.
Nah, I'm telling you, he's a streaky
he gotta
shooter.
be 36, 37.
I'm telling you, he's streaky.
Said I'm getting
He
motion
shoots a lot.
sickness. Slow up.
Say again?
He said I'm getting
Exactly.
motion sickness. Slow up. You guys are going too fast.
Hey, we Dominican, we talk fast, bro. People are like, what? Go. We'll
I'm
see
gonna have
with
to
that.
fact check that Tatum because I can't believe that.
I told you, bro. League average. He's under league average. He chucks up a lot. He's not accurate. You see the shots he takes. He takes from 3-4 feet behind the 3-pointer. And listen,
Yeah,
they gone in. They went in.
He's a scorer. He can't. Nah, he can't. I refuse that.
You were right. You're right. He's a scorer. He's not a shooter. There's a difference.
Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna fact check that.
Okay.
No, I think I said it before on the other podcast what their shooting percentage was. The only two that were at 40 was Pritch-ard and White.
Listen,
Pritch-ard makes sense.
Brown.
Tatum can't be far from. Tatum can't be far from league average. Like he has to be above league average.
He's not.
I think he was 36%, somewhere around either 30.
36 is high. 36 is high. He's got to be 32, 33%.
Nah, that's disrespectful.
The league average is 32, 33.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's above league average.
Nah.
But like I said, I'm gonna check.
Nick Yak is checking. He
The
said,
league
"I'll
average
be
right
back."
now is
I'm gonna-
36.6.
Oh shit!
That's good. People is chucking up threes, boy. People.
I didn't know it was that high. I mean, if it's that high, then he is probably league average.
That's what I say. He's about 34. See, look, I called it. Tatum is 34.3.
I didn't know league average was 36. So pardon me.
I said he's about 33.
You said 30. I'm like,
I don't know.
Way higher than that.
Honestly, I did not know the league average was that. I thought it was like 33, 34. So I thought he
New
was
day,
right
bro.
around
Everybody
there.
wants to see the.
That's why I said 36 is kind of high. That's
36 is ridiculous. God damn.
That's as centers are averaging.
Here, getting 37%. He shoots 2.63 points per game in his career.
That's great.
Yeah,
But that was
listen,
20. That was 23-24 season, not this 20.
he's chucking them up this year, boy. I'll tell you that much. He is chucking them up. And now that he's injured, listen.
Yeah, but anyways, he's not the one that's killing us. What's killing us is Pritch-ard.
Listen, and we're overplaying
And
Brown.
another really unsung hero for them is Tingus Pingus. Like
Yeah.
If Tingus is playing the way he's supposed to, it's not a close game. And I'm sorry, I love my Knicks, but we're gonna get bounced if he comes back and plays this similar game.
He played great yesterday. He played good yesterday.
And did they win yesterday?
But it was Pritch-ard who won. I mean, they won, but it was. I mean, they were. Horford gave him a shot to Pritch-ard.
I'm just saying. Tingus is another.
You're right.
He only played 19 minutes yesterday.
Porzingis stopped Cat a few times at going to the rim. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We got to keep an eye on him.
But that's what I'm saying. Against Boston, Cat cannot go inside the paint with Porzingis and that other cracker back there. They're both tall niggas. You know what I mean? And he needs to. Porzingis don't play good defense at the 3. You know what I mean? So if we stretch the floor out like we supposed to, that's why we got him. Why did we get Cat? Why did we get Cat? Because he's the best 3-point shooting big man. Yes?
Best scoring big man.
Yes?
Yeah, I agree.
Best scoring.
Okay.
Best scoring.
Yes.
So why the fuck are we posting Cat up to get hacked and worried? He's supposed to be stretching that floor to make it easier on OG, to make it easier on Bridges, and mainly to make it easier on Jalen Brunson.
Which is why I said earlier, will you bring, which if you heard my pointer, that's why I said you get Josh Hart to bring the ball up to try to run, see if he can get a drive in.
No, that's what we're the best.
And then you keep. That's why I say. I say you keep Cat at the top. I said Cat play a glorified what's this dude, Noah. He's at the top of the key, and if he doesn't shoot it, he'll find a slasher. OG, Bridges, or Hart. I said that earlier. That's the whole point of me that I was saying it, and that's what I was saying. You substitute him and Jalen. If they're not working together to pass the ball, you let Jalen Brunson do whatever he's gonna do and try to get 60 in that quarter. And when he's out and he's tired, then you bring Cat, and Cat does 30, whatever he has to do for his If you're gonna maximize offensively that way, then you got to separate them.
I'll tell you one thing: if Bridges is playing shook offense like he played yesterday, that shit is not gonna work. If OG is not productive offensively, it's not gonna work. And if Cat is in that floor, it's not. But I'm not here to fucking be negative Nancy. I know for a fact the Knicks are winning tomorrow. We're just pointing out all the shit that could happen. But me and my gut feeling, I know there's no way Knicks is losing at home tomorrow.
Knicks Yak said problem is when we miss Cat is outside and get no second chances unless Mitch is in the game, which is the point of it.
We need Mitch. It'll be Mitch.
But who else is a rebounder? Josh Hart is not getting his typical rebound because they're a big team, which is why I said bring in Precious. Because we need size to rebound. That's why I'm saying.
I agree.
That Deuce is not going to out-rebound.
I agree with. Listen, I agree with that too. I love Precious, but I think Precious.
Hey, hold on. Before you go further, we got Shy Powers in the building. 718 boys, salute. I'll give you full tape up. Shy Power, let's get it. Hey, salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you, your brothers, you and Divine. You guys doing your damn thing. We appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all for sure. Let us know your thoughts, Shy Power. What you think? What do you think we need to do to win? Do you think we need to change the rotation? Do you think Precious sighting? Does Precious should come in? Do we move Josh Hart? If you heard some of our takes, let us know what you think out there so we can read it out there.
I mean, but hold up, you taking Hart out and bringing in Precious, or you taking OG out and bringing in Precious?
So what I'm saying is, look, Tibbs ain't gonna change. So you keep the starting lineup for 5 minutes, first quarter, just 5 minutes. Let them try to get. They're full of energy. They're gonna try to do what they gotta do, and then at that point, you pull out maybe Brunson and Josh, and you keep Cat, one or the other. Either you take out Cat and keep Brunson, whoever wants to go in first. But I think you need it. In my opinion, I think you need to take out Brunson earlier. You take Brunson out, maybe him and Josh, and then you bring in Porzingis. You bring in Precious, and then you got Cat. So Precious is gonna play the defense, so that way Cat can move to the 4. Because he's fading away on defense. You let Cat. I mean, you asked me a question, so I'm trying to answer. And then you let Cat play the offense, the main offensive player. You bring in Deuce to play defense on whoever the guard is, Drew Holiday, to facilitate. But you let Cat get the main touches at the second half of that first quarter, and that way, and you give OG and Bridges rhythm because they'll be cutting, and Brunson's not stopping the ball. The ball will move more and get them in rhythm early in that second half of that first quarter, and then you bring in Brunson and then take out Cat.
You just named 6 niggas. You said Cat, OG, Bridges, Precious, and Deuce.
Yeah, OG, Cat, Precious, OG, Bridges, and Deuce. That's 5. That's after the 5 minutes of the starters doing whatever they do. You sit Josh early. When you bring in Precious, that's going to give him a breather.
I think that's, not a small.
Precious is got. You're talking about 5. Who's their 5 when they're starting out there? So Precious is going to guard either Horford, because you move him to the 5. That way you don't have Cat chasing anybody out and fouling anybody. He can play the 4. He's going to guard whoever's at the 4. His length would be fine. He doesn't have to chase anybody down. You got Precious doing the dirty work at center, getting rebounds, fouls, and if they foul him, he can hit free throws. And you get him involved in it because he's a great defender. He'll help OG. So if OG gets burnt, you got Precious to pick up the slack, and then that's going to free up OG to be more offensively minded and get into rhythm, and Precious to get into rhythm because they got Precious to fall back on instead of Cat. Because when they fall back on Cat, you're always seeing Cat lost on defense. Someone's running behind Cat, or Cat is not. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. You see Cat fading away on the 3. You see him not chasing, or if he does a silly, stupid foul. So you're going to have Precious to not do that. He knows how to play defense. And then you move Cat to just be offensive. You put Precious in there to defend, it frees up OG, Bridges, and Cat offensively for spurts at a time. Not forever, but enough for them to get into some kind of rhythm. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying playing forever. 3-4 minutes in a spurt to get a run, and then that gets them going. And then you can bring in Brunson, sit Cat, and then Brunson goes off with Mitchell Robinson, and then whoever else you're going to bring at that point. Cornette, Horford, Porzingis can go in and out. I agree with you. They can go in and out. So could Precious. That's why you bring in Precious. He got faster feet. Even if they foul him, he could shoot the rebound. You're not going to tell Mitchell Robinson got Cornette all day. He played with Cornette. They were on the same team, so he knows Cornette all day, which is why I say you bring Mitch off the bench against a Cornette, and then he can dominate there. That's just my opinion on that. I think that'll get the team flowing because the point is we got to get OG and Mikal Bridges in rhythm. OG's had 3 stinkers against Boston. And if you really go back, as far back as beyond April, even in that April 8th game we were rolling, he only had like 6 or 7 points. So the last 4 or 5 games straight that we've played Boston, OG's been under 10 points. So
my nigga, he just scored 20 points. What are you talking about?
When? Not last game? Against
OG? OG won us the second game. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's had more stinkers. He's had more stinkers than not. How about that?
Scored 29 points, my guy.
What did he score the last game?
The last game, I don't know, but that's why I say he was missing offensively. But this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's not crazy. It's not crazy for OG to score 29. It's not crazy for Bridges to score 29.
But you have to get them going though. When they've done it, when Brunson was out, how was that offense going?
Whose fault is that?
You're saying Brunson. Who you gonna say Brunson?
Yes.
So what do you think my point is? What do you think my point is by taking Brunson out and substituting, alternating between him and Cat? That solves that issue. That's the whole point. You take Brunson out, you let Cat run with these two, and they get going. When they get going, they're already in rhythm. Then you can bring Brunson in, take out Cat, and then you that's how you got to move the players. You can't keep the same 5 all the time on the court because it's not getting flowetry, bro. It's not getting flowetry. That's where Tibbs has to make the substitution. He can't keep the same 5. It's not working. It's not working with this team at least. You keep them for 5 minutes and you switch the players, and you can't keep Brunson and Cat on the floor at the same time. Brunson's gonna try to touch every ball he can, bro. That's just the way he's built.
My guy. That's really egregious for you to say. When in the beginning of the season, Cat and Jalen Brunson was one of the top 2 duels in the NBA.
But what was different about that and now? 28, 30 assists. That's the difference. And it hasn't happened in 7 playoff games. So what are you gonna do? You just say you call Machete and say, Machete, I need your rabbit's foot. You gotta do something, bro.
It might Mike, tell me what was Jalen Brunson assists in game 1 and 2, if that's available. While we chop it up. Salute to the chat.
Assists. Add that to your vocabulary. Assists. What was his assists? New Knicks book's coming out December, if y'all know. The new Knictionary. The new Knictionary is coming out December. Downloadable in PDF form too. Assists is on there.
Assists.
$10 downloads, paperback is $12. 2 shots. You've been nodding your head. Tell me, how crazy is my takes? What are you thinking?
Oh man, I'm not.
Are you thinking of my stats? Or are you thinking about a Snicker? Which one?
I'm not gonna talk about your takes, bro. Like you that is just ridiculous to me. But I mean, yes, you are. You could. I mean, you could. I don't even know what to say, bro. Like.
All right, while you think about what you're saying.
Any Jalen Brunson slander, and you're out here running his name through the mud. And I mean, I don't know how much clearer I can be. You can. It's egregious to me that you want to remove. I mean, hold on. Let me preface it by saying you're having offensive struggles, and you want to remove one of the 2 best offensive pieces you got. Like that just makes.
I never said remove.
And then you add on talking about bring in paddle hands, fucking Precious, like Precious.
Yeah.
We talking about Precious? We
The one that
talking
had
about
double
Precious.
doubles and 5 blocks in the game.
Not
That guy.
Sandman, not Payne. We talking
No.
about Precious.
The one that had
Precious?
14 and 10 and 5 blocks.
Get the
That guy.
fuck out of here, bro. Like,
14, 10 and 5 blocks. That guy.
I don't want to be a part of this conversation because there's no way I'm gonna win. If you're bringing up fucking Precious Achua, there's nothing more I can say. There's nothing more I can say. You're making my point for me. Keep going.
Listen, he's not wrong in saying that Precious. I mean, I will bring in Precious just to start hacking niggas. I'll do the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to say that? That's fine. I'm cool with that. You want to throw away fouls? Go ahead. But Precious,
definitely.
You haven't seen? Have you not seen Precious get double doubles and 5 blocks in the game? Have you not seen him? Who again? I told you who has the most highlights in the Detroit series. Didn't he have 10 straight points?
It's about highlights now. So it's about highlights.
It's what he can do. He was in the fast breaks. He's in the fast breaks. We need to speed up.
I'm not gonna agree with this take. This take is as egregious as it gets. This is one of the coldest fucking takes I've ever seen in my life.
I mean,
so I'm just gonna stay quiet. I'm
Trae Young when it comes to takes.
It can't be that egregious if Precious just played in the last game. It's not that fucking egregious.
He just played last game. What are you saying?
But that's when we were blown out. Come on. He got in with real minutes.
Mikey has some stats.
I'm trying to get in, but these guys are.
Yo.
All right, game 1. Like, come on. Game 1, he had 5 assists. Game 2 and 3, he both has 7.
What are we talking about?
Brunson's assists.
Jalen Brunson.
He needs 12.
He definitely needs. He should be getting 5 the first. If he get 5 assists the first quarter, we should be at 27 points.
Listen, when it comes to Jalen Brunson, I'm cool with him averaging 5 to 10 assists because again, it's not his game to be a pass first point guard. He's there to score. So if he's giving me 5 to 10 assists with 25, 30 points a game, I'm solid with that. I don't need nothing more from him.
Well, I'm not solid with waiting for fucking Bridges in the fourth quarter to get fucking 14 points. I'm not cool with fucking Cat getting 10 points. I'm not cool with OG scoring fucking points. I'm not cool with none of that. The only time we play good and we beat niggas is when everybody in the starting unit has 20 plus points each. The only way to do that is not to wait for the fourth quarter for Jalen Brunson to try to start passing.
What you want me to do if I pass you the ball and you're wide the fuck open and you break it? What the fuck more can I do?
Bro, I haven't seen Jalen Brunson looking for fucking players until it's the last second. You called it yourself. When Jalen Brunson brings it down, we only have 12 seconds on the clock. So who the fuck is he looking for with 12 seconds on the clock, my nigga? He's trying to get the fucking
on though. It's not on Brunson. It's the play calling. The coach should be like this.
One at a time.
Chill. You said it yourself.
Talk over.
It's true what you said. When Jalen Brunson is bringing the ball down and it's not Josh Hart, we get to the half-court line with 12 to 13 seconds left on the clock. Then he tries a move for like 5, 7, 8 seconds. So when he's kicking it out to these fucking other players, the other players have 3 seconds left to try to fucking shoot the shit. So of course they're not gonna fucking make it if he's fucking bringing the ball down slow and we're only fucking playing offense with 8 seconds on the fucking clock.
All right.
How the fuck they supposed to execute that way with less than 10 seconds, my nigga? If Josh Hart's bringing it down, we got 22 seconds left on the clock to play with.
Okay.
And if you look at when we played averaging 28 assists or higher, I think we were 35-0. in general.
Yes.
35-0 when you're getting 28
And I
assists
can
or more.
And I can guarantee Josh Hart was bringing the ball down on every single one of those fucking games. Every single fucking game.
Let me read some of the chat real quick. Hold on. He came in knowing he was a foul trouble and got 2 fouls. Nick Yak said you should have seen how much SGA and Jokic, the 2 MVPs in OKC, 90 to 87, both choking most of the game. And listen, I agree with you. You're gonna have times where we're not talking about Brunson choking or missing shots or even KP. We're talking about the others. How do you get the others involved? Because yes, they're gonna have an off night, but you got to be able to trust your teammates. It's a team game. You have to be able to trust the others to score. If they ain't touching the ball or they ain't warm, that's what we're talking about on that as far as them moving the rock.
We're getting my guy. We have 15 assists. When we was doing good, we had 28, 30,
25 at least.
35. Average of at least 27 assists. And that's when other players are getting 20 points. It's in double-digit figures everywhere. Josh Hart was averaging a triple-double almost.
Facts. Let me read the rest. So, at Knicks 100 GM, Precious can't play versus skilled bigs. They will wash him. And I think, again, you guys are misunderstanding. Knicks 100.
Yeah.
He said Precious got to play guys like Stewart and Duran who can't create. And again, you guys are mistaking what I'm saying. I'm not saying for him to start. I'm not saying. Hold
on. We're playing. If Precious was playing right now, he'll be playing against Porzingis. Porzingis ain't bringing the ball inside because Cat can back him up, and I trust more Precious on a defensive play against Porzingis than I do Mitch or Cat, because they gonna foul. Bro, by the time we reach 5 minutes, Cat has 3 fouls, 5 fouls every fucking game.
And Precious is gonna put pressure. We're not saying he's
I trust Precious more. I'd rather have Precious on the line playing against Porzingis.
And you can't tell me, listen, you can't tell me a 39-year-old Al Horford. I'm Dominican and I'm older, but against a young Precious, he's not going to outmove him. He's not going to outjuke him. His skill set where he can maybe shoot over him if he gets a free shot, yes. But against Precious, he's not going to do it. Luke Cornett, no. Precious is going to outbody them. Yes, they're taller, but Precious is a physical dude. He's going to push him out. And again, this is in spurts, maybe 2-3 minutes here and there. I'm not saying 10 minutes, start the game, play 20 minutes, take over Mitch's 20 minutes. But he would definitely help Cat. He would definitely help OG. He would definitely help.
Yo, you know what's wild to me? You just said 20 minutes, and wasn't that the same? Wasn't that the same minutes restriction that he had? And then we lifted, and he's still playing 20 minutes. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
They're hacking him. That's the only thing that's limiting him past the 20 minutes. God. He's not being productive on that. You were right on the stats.
Okay.
I'm just saying he can't hit the freeze.
Okay.
You're slowing down the pace of the offense.
Who can't?
Free throws.
He's questioning why Mitch is not playing more than 20 minutes. And I'm just saying it's because he's been getting fouled and he's taken away from the team offensive. We can't run with him. It's not saying that we can. His
We're
positive,
not
negative.
Regardless.
Anyway, whatever you would say. He's saying he will kill Precious. Look, maybe. I want to give it a chance. Even if he does, I would like for them to try to kill Precious. Porzingis won skills. Listen, he's skilled. Porzingis would. But Precious putting a forearm on him and not letting him get an open shot is not going to make it easy on him. We're not saying he's a Porzingis killer. His defensive presence and putting a body on people, his length, his quick feet would definitely help us out. It will definitely help out OG. It's definitely going to help out Bridges on a rotation because he would actually rotate, and if their man gets past him, he would rotate and defend, where you're not seeing Cat do, where you're not seeing Josh Hart because Josh Hart's staring at the ball and not his man, and his man's cutting and behind him and dunking. He won't do any of those two things. If he doesn't do those two things, he will be a positive on the defensive, and that helps the other guys not have to guard two people and be exhausted that they can't score or shoot the ball because they're exhausted from covering their man and Josh Hart's man and Cat's man. That's why.
Well,
That's why you get included.
listen. I know when Mitch is on the floor and when Deuce is on the floor, their numbers, their plus minuses are above.
We won the game when they came in. I called it the last game.
Listen, I think we go. Listen, I'm not an analytics nigga, but if we need to go to analytics and get us the guys that are in there that are plus in the, you know what I mean? I think we leave them in. There was a lineup that even Mikey called it when we was playing. I think it was against Detroit, where we was doing really good. It was Mitch, Deuce. I think Brunson was in there.
Payne and Shamet. Typically.
Payne and Shamet.
For sure, Shamet, Deuce. But it's when it's Deuce.
OG. It was Deuce, Mitch, Brunson, Bridges. I don't know. It was a good defensive lineup and a good offensive lineup, which had us winning.
In the offense, if you put in the bench, you got to give those guys a breather at some point, man. That's why I said if you put in Campaign and Shamet, they got to respect it. And with Deuce, you got 3 defenders, and with Mitch out there, or even with Precious, you put them out there, they're stopping anybody that they throw out there, whether it's White, Pritch-ard. You got Shamet who can hit threes. You got Deuce who can hit threes. You got Campaign who can hit threes. You got to give the other guys a breather. Tibbs has got to trust some of the bench, and I'm calling Tibbs out on that one. I'm gonna call Tibbs out. A little Tibbs landed 2 shots. you got to trust.
It means nothing coming from you. You're a Tibbs homer.
I am a homer, but I call a spade a spade. There's times you got to adjust. And I don't think it's too much for us to do, but they're trying to stop us from running. And that's where the hack of Mitch is coming in. So you have to have an alternate to that. Who can defend and rebound similar to Mitch? Not saying he's Mitch. Precious. Who can help out the other players? Precious. That's what I was saying. It's not that I'm saying that he's going to solve the answer, but that's why you saw Tibbs put him in when they were hacking Mitch. You saw Precious, and we went on a run. I'm just saying. Nick Shack says, we only seen Precious when we were lost because Tom is a coach, not me. That's how he's coaching so far.
But so he did bring Precious, did bring energy. He had some shit bottled up. I think you need to bring that boy out there.
Nick Yak also said he also said he isn't playing Shamet or Darrell right now. Tom is a coach. I doubt that happens. Listen. I'm agreeing with you, but he also has to see what worked in season. So it's not what we're saying is not we're just making things up. This is what he's done and what has happened in season. That's worked for us. When we were playing against Denver, blowing out Denver, when we blew out Philly, these were people that were in the rotation and getting some minutes. But Mitch wasn't in those when we were running, scoring 120 points a game. Precious was involved in those. And I'm not saying he's the answer, but he definitely helps out. And in that rotation. So did, even Shamet towards the end. Tibbs has coached extremely well. That's from Knicks 100. I agree, but
I hope that's fucking sarcasm.
It's in all caps, so he's either shouting it out, agreeing, or it's in sarcasm. But I don't think Knicks 100.
It's convenient. He shows up when the Knicks get blown out. He hasn't
been
here all playoffs, and now he comes up.
He had no reason to show his hand. Listen. There's areas of opportunity. I'm not mad at our Knicks in general, I'm just frustrated for 3 straight games. The lack of offense. Look, if we got beat and we're playing and we're competitive, and they beat us 130 to 117, I ain't mad at it. But the fact that we're in 90s, getting blown out by 20, that there's no offensive rhythm within a quarter and a half is crazy to me. For 3 games, 1 game, all right, you have a bad game. Like Nick Shack was saying that the MVP and this guy had a bad game. All right, that happens. But 3 consecutive games, struggling in some of the Detroit games is crazy to me.
I think we've had one decent offensive game this entire playoffs. It is what it is, bro. We just got to move on from it. I told y'all I didn't say this is fool's gold, but I told y'all We're winning in spite of the coach because the coach is not putting us in optimal positions to maximize our talent. I've been saying that all year. I said it last year. I said it this year. He is not the coach. When it comes to levels to this, okay, he's a playoff coach. He's a very good floor raiser, but that's it. He ain't no championship coach. He just don't have it.
Knicks Yak says Denver played 8-man, Minnesota played 8-man, Tomlin's playing 8-man. We're not seeing other players unless nothing working that game, which most of them. We appreciate you, Knicks behind it. Don't get mad, bro. Yeah, right. We just bullshitting here anyway. And y'all can have your little friendly rivalry. It's all good. You can still come through. It's all good. But even so, in the playoffs, there's an 8-man rotation, and I get it. But to what Nick Jack is saying too, there's a time that you gotta spice a little something up at that point. Like three.
That's not stupid though.
No,
he don't
but
like spices.
He did. He put Precious. He put it the Darrell right.
That nigga got heartburn.
He don't put salt on his chicken.
Nah, bro. Nah, he don't cook with ingredients, man. He not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
I don't know. All right, 2 shots. To what do you see? Right before he took the sip. Right before he took his. I gotta keep you thirsty and hungry. I need that anger. You know I gotta mess with you, brother.
Nah, yeah, it's all love. I get it. I love it.
Your takes, because again, half of Knicks Nation hears you. What do you think you see to make a change in general? Do we need a change? What do you see? You obviously like Brunson. What is there anything that others could do? Do you see Cat doing something wrong? Do you see Mikal Bridges OG?
Yeah.
What do you see that can loosen up the offense to get us going as you've seen before?
Listen, there's plenty of blame to go around. I say that a lot. But I say that because it's always not just black and white. There's a whole bunch of gray area. Like you can't just fully blame one person for a sport that takes 5 people to play. Like this isn't golf. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I hook a shot, boom, in golf, that's all on me. But if the offense is not flowing in a basketball game, that's because 5 people couldn't collectively come together and implement the game plan that somebody put together for us to execute. So I said all that to say this. Are there things that Cat can do better? 100%. Are there things that JB can do better? 100%. Are there things that the coach can do better? 1,000%. It doesn't all fall on one person. Yes, Cat needs to stop the stupid tiki-tack fouls. I need him to take advantage of the mismatches. So, for example, when you got someone like Holiday on you, back him the fuck up, post up, and you can do whatever you want. Turn around Jimmy, post him up to the paint, turn around, pass it to somebody. I don't know and I don't care. He's offensively gifted enough to be able to take someone that he has basically a foot on and make him look obsolete. I don't care if he's an elite defender like Holiday or not. His offensive talent is prodigious enough to take over a game. So what do I need from Cat? No stupid fouls. Take advantage of the offense. Shoot the goddamn threes when you have them. What do I need from JB? Play your fucking game, bro. You're offensively gifted enough to get your bucket whenever you want it. So what I want from him? A lot like New Nick said, get everybody else involved first. Get especially Mikal and OG. Because I don't understand for the life of me. You got 2 20-point scorers that are just standing, doing nothing. No backdoor cuts, no screens, no off-ball screens, no dribble handoffs, nothing for them. Get them flowing because JB can get his shot whenever. And from OG, I just need you to shoot the rock, bro. I feel like you're being too undecisive. You get the rock, and then it's like you got a million things you want to do, and then you end up reverting to a contested 3 or something. I need you to be decisive. If I'm gonna attack, I'm gonna attack, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure if we can implement some of those things, and for the Tibbs lovers, if he can maybe implement Mitch, even though they're gonna hack a Mitch, just suck it up. Get them in the penalty, and then anytime they foul after that, it should be freebies. But let them foul Mitch, leave Mitch in the game, include Mitch in the offense, because you can do dribble handoffs and pick and rolls with Mitch, and that is a 7-footer with a head full of steam down the basket, ain't nobody stopping him. All you got to do is lob it up, and it's the easy alley-oop. These are all fixable things. We've done it throughout the year. It's just we need more fluidity in the offense, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I know I said a lot, but I had a lot to get out.
That boy applying for the Knicks head coaching job right there, boy. Somebody applying for the position on the low.
Hey, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Hey, listen, Nostalgic Nick said fire. Agreed. Look at you, boy. Hey, all right.
And I know you already know. You already know, brother.
What they said.
What they said. Hey, hold on. And M Special, I know you and Two Shots were pretty much in agreement for the most part, even throughout the game. Hold on, let me get M Special opinion real quick, and I'll get you to jump in on there. M Special, what is it? What do you think that you see we can do to improve or to get the team rolling here?
I think we need a better bench.
That's it, folks. That's
a better bench, bro. Ain't nothing working off the bench, bro. Mitch comes in, they play hack a Mitch, they stop the offense. Has been looked shook all playoffs, bro. I think there was like 2 games where he actually played pretty well. Other than that, bro, I don't know. He's missing. Somebody's in this. Campaign. We got on campaign. When they got 6th man of the year and White playing. We need a better bench. We need a better. This team. I'm gonna say it right now, bro. This team is just not good enough to beat Boston. It's not, bro.
Talk, boy. Talk.
Nah,
hey, talk.
They're
bro.
not good enough to beat Boston, bro. Look too lackadaisical at times. They just not. They don't match their intensity. Boston looks like a well-oiled machine when they're on point. This team have never looked like that. Prove me wrong.
In the playoffs.
Even during spurts of the regular season, bro.
Yeah, but there were some spurts where we had some beautiful offense going.
I don't know where the hell that shit went.
I don't know. Neither do I.
That shit disappeared.
Okay. Good new bench. Fire everybody from the bench. So all right. So after 5, fuck them. That's M Special said after 5, fuck them. Okay. All right. Let's.
A solution is get better players. Get better bench.
What about for now? From what you see now, and I'm not saying your take is wrong because
for right now, bro, we just need to match their intensity like we did in game 1 and game 2. We didn't do the stupid drop coverage. Every time they tried to do if they tried to play that 2-man game on Brunson or like one of the guards, there was always a big right there to stop it. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't. They missed 45 threes because we forced them to pass the ball to a low percentage 3-point shooter. Right? That's why they missed those threes. Yes, they had some wide open threes. We're not going to always be perfect. We forced them. If you look at the tape, bro, we forced them to move the ball around to the unlikeliest three. Pritch-ard still went off. Even in those 2 games, those threes that they made, it was all Pritch-ard. Pritch-ard is like, that guy makes a 3 in his sleep.
Yep.
All right. So we matched their intensity, and that's how we came back in those first 2 games, bro, because we forced them to do things that we wanted them to do. Yesterday, Boston did whatever the hell they wanted to do to us.
No dogs. No
No dogs.
dogs.
Yeah, we gave up we gave up our silverback and our wolf, right? In Devo.
New Knicks. Well, your thoughts.
Y'all could think my takes suck, but you know I'm right, bro. I'm telling you, tomorrow, if tomorrow, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the chat because I see the chat talking shit, telling me to be real. I am being real, bro. You got to watch the tape again.
Okay.
Just watch it.
I don't agree with Mikey that we don't have a good enough team to beat them. I just see, all right, if you take the Detroit series when we was playing Detroit, I said if we have the Knicks from the first and third game where we looked like a team and a unit and we was playing together, then
we have good enough players. We don't have a good enough team. There's a difference.
Yeah. So but in that game we was playing like a team. Games 2, we was playing like ass. You know what I mean? Now, the series is 2-1. Do I think Boston could beat us? No. I don't. Whether it's Knicks in 5, whether it's Knicks in 6, at the end of the day, the Knicks will beat Boston. That's not what I'm worried about. But in order to win a championship, you do have to go through mental battles. You do got to go through physical battles in order to. Yeah, I mean, because the battle I say if we didn't play Detroit, I don't think this Knicks team will be playing like this against Boston. You know what I mean? I think if we would have played a softer competition and played Boston now, I think Boston would have whipped our ass. So playing Detroit tough as it was, it prepared us for Boston. You feel what I'm saying? So I think this is another case of that, which is what we're playing right now. We're gonna go through a little hurdles, a little one, but we're gonna come together and we will play like the team. Because a lot of the times we played Boston, we didn't have Mitch, we didn't have a lot of things. I don't think their coach is better than Tibbs. I think they're a one-trick pony, and that's all they could do. And I think we have a lot more players than they do. Now, is their bench coming in and lighting us up? Yes, they are. We can play a little better from the bench. But that all falls on Tibbs. A lot of this, Tibbs could get a lot better himself. So if Tibbs doesn't scramble and use the weapons that he's taking Cat, which is a missile launcher, and he's using them like a 12-gauge shotgun. That's not going to work. You know what I mean? So you need to utilize your weapons how they're supposed to be utilized. And if Jalen Brunson is pounding the ball out, taking 12 seconds to get to the half court, we're never winning like that.
Why is he taking so long to bring up the ball? Why is he taking so long? It's because they're pressing him.
Because he's playing playoff basketball. That's how playoff is played. But the Knicks aren't the best team when they're playing playoff basketball. We're confined to the playoffs instead of having the playoffs confined to our game. You feel what I'm saying? We're a better team when we're running. We're a better team when Josh Hart is bringing the ball down. We're a better team when Cat is shooting.
Agree with you on all of that.
We're a better team when Brunson is having 12 assists a game. You feel what I'm saying? There was a few points. Brunson got to a 15. I call 15 assists. He got to 15 assists in one game. There's no reason why he shouldn't go back to that. And we can't wait. We can't wait for these cats to be in the fourth quarter for them to start lighting it up. It's up to Brunson and Tibbs. It's up to Brunson and Tibbs to put them in a better position.
I gotta give you a little pushback on that because again, if I pass you the ball and you miss, that's not on me, bro. Like
Okay, all right.
you can't sit here and have someone go 0 for 14 or whatever it was the first 3 quarters, and then have him light him up in the 4th quarter, and then claim he had a good game. Because no, he did not.
It's when they get the ball.
You played basketball before, right? Yeah, I'm asking you a question.
Okay,
You play
yeah,
ball.
all right, and
You in the park. You remember that game where niggas are throwing it to you and it's 3, 2, 1, and you shoot it from the 3? You don't remember that game? That's
Sure.
what the fuck is going on with our fucking players. They're getting the ball with 3 seconds left on the fucking clock, and you want them to get a fucking assist. It's not gonna work with 3 seconds on the clock.
I'm sorry. You have a point, but I just cannot agree with that wholeheartedly. It's not on JB, bro. It cannot all fall on one person.
No,
You're telling me I can't do a screen between OG and Mikhail to get him open. I pass him the rock. He curls to the 3 and shoots it wide open like a Klay Thompson. You telling me I can't run a play like that? Or have him like Ray Allen when he used to run through screens, 1, 2, 3 screens to get him wide open on the 3? You telling me I can't run plays like that? Like, it's not all on Jalen Brunson, bro. Like, come on, we gotta stop that.
My guy, I said the fault lies on Jalen Brunson and Tibbs. If Tibbs is not telling fucking Brunson, run these fucking plays until your balls fall, I don't give a fuck. Get the rest of the fucking guys going, and that's that.
Listen, so to your point. Listen, to some of the points that the people were saying in the chat, let me go to some of the chat here. The Pistons are not a smart team. Knicks 100. Let me see what you were saying here. Would have got blown out. The evidence is right there. So anyway, all I have to say is that the players that we got, the experience is a big difference. Boston is a championship team. They've been in the finals maybe 3 out of 6 or 7 times in the last 6 or 7 years. They're built as a new age team, basically like how Golden State was, to shoot threes. They're trying to mimic what Golden State was. They had 2 of the best shooters for threes on there. They're a tough team to play. They're typically a different style of team that's not out there. All the other teams are running old school basketball for the most part on there. They're completely built different. We're built as a playoff team. That's why Tibbs runs short rotations. That's why Tibbs did heavy minutes. So as a team, we should be able to contend with a lot of teams, but Boston is a whole different type of team. And it's just going to take some adjustments to it, but we have to make those adjustments on the fly. And even with all of that, we're up 2. So we're not trying to be, dead and killing our team, but the fact that offensively, that there's areas of opportunity. We can be way better than what we're playing now. As Knicks fans, that's why we're probably, for me, I know for sure is why I'm more frustrated and upset. I'm not upset at my team like that I'm doubting them. I'm just mad that, we should be able to score 125, 130 on these people and defend them. We've done it throughout the year. So the fact that it's 3 games in a row, it's probably the most frustrating for me on there. And that's what I'm saying. And I've seen where Tibbs is substituted, taking Brunson out, put Cat in different time frames, and they've blossomed and done well on that. You saw it where Brunson was out with the injury, how they played. They played a different type of basketball. You know what I mean? And I think that's just something we have to do. I still got us with a W. I'm not going to lose it. I think we snap out of it. I can't see us having 4 bad games. I just can't see it. I can't see us having 4 bad. And even if we were to lose, it better be like an April 8th game where at least we got 117 or 119 last 4 seconds on the clock. But I don't know. I don't.
Wait.
I said I can't see us having 4 games having terrible offensive games.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say? If we lose?
I'm saying if it were to happen, I would at least see it as like the April 8th. I don't see it happening, but I said even if it was, I would want it to be an offensive game like how we did.
Knicks fans, TOF family, I'm here to tell you, the Knicks
Any
will
pros.
not lose. Game 4.
Listen, it wasn't a mistake. Even if good. You're breaking up, so apparently that take is cold as ice. You are breaking up, boy. You're going down through the no coverage zone. It must be Boston's defense blocking your signal. that ain't that drop coverage defense.
That's YouTube. They're like, this boy got some crazy takes. Let's.
They're like, you. Hey, listen, we appreciate. Why can't we play a good game tomorrow? We are due. I agree with you, Nick Shack. That's
we're
what I'm
so
saying.
due for a good game
We are
tomorrow.
well overdue.
Oh, overdue. I mean, even in the Detroit series, I was like, man, we should
overdue.
not. We're probably, that's what I was saying, like 6-7 games overdue. Even the Detroit games, I was like, we should not be playing this hard against Detroit. Detroit is not. They are a good young team. They got some good skills, but they are not that good that we should not have had 115, 113, 120 in some of those games. We play, and two shots that we played under to certain teams. Well, we got to be able to play up to these teams. There's no reason we've played that bad. And we came back from 20. Like, we have it there. It's just a consistency. And that's part of what New Knicks was talking about, experience. It's a different thing where now we're learning how to play these teams at a playoff intensity. A lot of these teams are deeper. So to M. Angelo's, M. Special's take there, that a lot of these teams are deep. They can go deep into their bench. Boston has a 6-point reigning.
Hey, yo.
They can go to their 6th man of the year. They got White. Those are 2 great pieces that they got. But these are veterans. These guys have been around for quite some time. They've played on this team for quite some time. Their roles haven't changed. That's another thing, that people's roles, it's hard to understand right now when we got a brand new young team as far as being together, knowing their roles, knowing when to cook.
Listen, what we got to do is send them home, send them boys home, knowing that they about to be dismantled. This is their last year together. We just need to send them home fishing. That's it, before they take their breakup. You heard?
Wait, who's on the contract?
Well, I mean, they're not getting rid of Brown and
This is the last year.
So,
this is gonna be the last year.
so they might be getting rid of Porzingis, Holiday. They're
gonna
way
get rid
over
of the
cap.
others. They're gonna probably lose White and people like that, because they have the 2 highest paid players in all of NBA, between Tatum and Brown. They're both over $320 million each, just on those 2 players. Then you got KP coming up for a contract that he had 158. He stayed with them for 1 year so he can get a higher contract. So you lose KP when he's a threat to your offense, or who you get rid of. You got to lose somebody. This is going to be the last time you're going to see this Boston team assembled. So that's why the pressure's on them to win this. And they're down 2. They had to win this one. And if they lose to us, it's even going to be crazy, which I think they obviously are. I just would like to see a little switch, and I'm almost willing to wager that you see Tibbs do that, what I'm telling you, that he's going to pull out Brunson a little early, somewhere in that first quarter, earlier. I won't say he won't bring him towards the end, and you'll see that substitution of Cat, Brunson off of each other to try to get them going and to get Bridges and OG. I'm almost willing to wager you're going to see some of that tomorrow. But I got hopes for us tomorrow. I see at least 22 assists tomorrow. And then Woodard said, right, and the team is for sale. Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. Didn't they just, I thought
Boston?
They just got a new ownership. Yeah, Boston is for sale. Either for sale or they just got bought. Double check that on Special. I think they sold them, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they just got bought. I'm not 100% sure either.
I think they got bought. You're right. They just sold to new ownership. So they got a brand new, new ownership. See, they just sold a team, and that team is not going to pay all that bread. New ownership, they want to make money. They don't want to spend that money. So you're going to start seeing the downfall of Boston after this. So they must win this year.
Oh, you can't say that for sure, because when Cohen bought the team, everybody said that he wasn't going to spend money, and
who?
He stole Juan Soto from your Yankees.
But baseball's different. It's unlimited. You can pay them unlimited.
Bro.
Basketball's
That's way different.
Baseball, you can pay whatever you want. That's a whole. You can spend gajillions. And
Oh, yeah,
basketball
they
is not like that.
They sold it for 1.6.1 billion to a group.
That's crazy. It's a group of people, and look, that makes it even worse. A group, everybody's gonna be involved. They need to make money.
They all gotta get their cut. Yeah.
Listen, we need this player. We need to sell merchandise. It's gonna go straight brokers. This is the last time you're gonna see this Boston team.
That's what they do. That's what they did with the Mavs. They didn't want to pay Doncic.
Yeah, that's why. And Woodard said no. In baseball, no salary cap. 2 shots. Dude, like there's no caps. That's why we got the second cap, and then you get these extra luxury tax that you gotta pay. If it was in basketball, bro, it would only be Lakers and New York would win championships every year if they never cap. Because we'll spend all types of bread. You'll never see the Charlotte Hornets, even with 22 straight first-round draft picks. It won't matter. They could win every first-round pick for the last 10 years straight, and they won't win because we'll just pay everybody. That's why basketball is different. Baseball is. Why do you think these dudes is getting 700-800 mil? I'm telling my son, hey, here, toma un bate.
Well, soccer's not a bad way to go because soccer's the highest paid sport.
Facts.
Yeah. That's why. What do you see, my little man? What was he doing? Soccer. We catching on. We catching on.
Hey man, if you hit, bro, you better. You know what I'm saying? You better not forget us little people. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. I'll zoom you from the luxury seats.
Yeah, bro. He said he'll zoom me from the luxury
That nigga be like. That nigga be like,
look where I'm at.
Look at the spread they got. They got chicken. They got steak.
They got
like, yo, caviar.
They got shrimp.
I'm playing. You know.
Wow. Hey, yo, 2 shots. Look at what you're missing.
But like, yo, it's 2 shots. They got Snicker bars in here.
Going hungry. Why wait?
Yo, stop. Hey, stop. You're gonna be like 2 shots. They got fried Snicker bars in here.
You know I'm playing. I bring all y'all with me.
Yo, pick up my call real quick. I'm on a private jet.
But like, shit, we're gonna go in like the Wu-Tang. Can you tell us? Oh, you don't know? I'm sorry. I gotta bring you with a new group. I got Justin Bieber, and I don't know. You don't know the old school, the 1900s. Anyway, final. Oh my God, please! And then look, we just lost 4 subscribers. We just lost 4 subscribers instantly. Wow. Hey, salute. We have 405. We growing 405. We Oklahoma in this piece.
If you're in the chat right now, give me a like. If you like the takes or whatever, you laugh.
They gave us a thumbs down now. They gave us a thumbs down because he.
Whatever, give us a thumbs down too. Let us know what we can fix. Put it in the chat. Let me know. And then I was gonna say like, share, subscribe. Let's get the likes or the subs up. I want to be at 500 by the end of this month.
Hey, Keith Walken, salute to you. Knicks Yak, salute to you. Robert Woodard, salute to you. Knicks 100, the GM, salute to you. Knicks Yak, all y'all. Just Knicks, salute to you. Nostalgic Knicks, salute to you. Appreciate the whole squad up in this piece here. Let me go down. Let me keep scrolling, see if I didn't miss anybody. Okay, Super Squad. Yo, the chat was lit. We appreciate all your comments. Love interacting with you guys, especially when we went crazy. We lost our minds. Sometimes we can do that here. We have to let it out as Knicks Nation. We got to let it out. You know what I'm saying? We can't just let 2 shots be on the edge with the sledgehammer by himself. We got to try to see.
I think I did pretty good today. I don't know.
Yeah, not bad. Hey, Daniel Berry Sports, you were the first one. Salute to you. Appreciate you. You did good. You were almost off the ledge. I mean, you almost tripped on your own shoelace down the ledge, but we let you ride.
I like to live on the edge. What can I say?
You was wildin'. We appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you like us, let us know. If you don't like us, we're probably still gonna be doing it anyway. But we appreciate you though. We like. Hey, but we love it. Hey, if you don't like our takes or you fight back with us, it's all right. We okay. We're still gonna tell you pass the bread, pass the butter. We can argue. We can argue at the dinner table. It's all right. That's how we do. We family. Appreciate you, especially on special. If you see these 2, I'm special this one. My God.
Hey man. We fight. We scrap. We do all that. But when it's time to eat, we break bread. You feel me?
Okay. And I'm not gonna lie. I am a jerk. I'm an antagonizer. I poke the bear.
Oh my God.
That's an understatement.
Hey, I owned it.
Understatement.
I appreciate you for being aware and saying that.
Well, I mean, like they say on the JBP podcast, you're a negativity highlighter.
If that,
You're a negativity highlighter. I like it.
well, then let me get to work then.
Of course, you're not a fucking highlighter.
I'm ready. Hey,
Oh
salute to you guys. M Spesh, give me your final take. What you think, other than getting a brand new bench, which we probably can't do by tomorrow? By tomorrow,
Nah, we can't do that by
some
tomorrow.
things that you.
Wait, have your highlighter on hand, please.
You were saying? Go ahead. What else? What else? I'm gonna remember to bring that up.
I mean, I just hope tomorrow they come out and just play with intensity, bro. Like some urgency. Thing don't look like it's just a regular season. You know what I mean, that's what it felt like yesterday. It was just like a regular season game. Oh, we're down by 20, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to come with it, bro. Like, come with it. It's playoffs, bro. We lose tomorrow, we in trouble, bro.
Okay. I like that take. Short to the point. Anything else, or was that just straight up with no chaser?
Nah, no chasers. Straight up.
Okay. All right. Before we go any further,
Thanks for coming out.
David Smith.
God bless. I had to do my Russell Simmons, you know.
God bless. Good night. He just gave us a little quick Russell Simmons outro. Hey, salute to Andios. Andios. On God. Andios is that he said he's a super late, but it's okay, brother. It's okay, manito.
We glad that you came.
We glad that you're here, brother. You know what I'm saying? We're glad that you're here. David Smith, salute to you, sir. David Smith. I don't think it's a roster. I think it's a mismanagement and misuse of the roster.
Oh.
Denver. Look, you just put gasoline on 2 shots. I'm on fire. I'm on
Smith,
fire.
Right? Is that David Smith?
David Smith.
David Smith, you, sir, are one intelligent mofo, and I appreciate you.
He was in a screenshot till you said mofo. Now he can't show his family because you said mofo on it.
Well, I kept the family.
They said I was smart. Oh, I gotta edit that out.
Oh, my
Look,
God.
hey, 2 shots. I brought it out. See, I pointed out.
Of course, you're the negativity. What was it? Negativity highlighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you, man. That's you.
Yeah, you should just.
And H.
Yo, you should just grab that marker and highlight your lens, so like that we look at you with all the neon.
Got it. I'll work on that.
I'm gonna need everybody in the chat to spam NH right now for this mofo.
But since I'm a Knicks fan, I'll do it in orange for you guys. Hey, salute to you guys. David, yeah, it's pretty obvious that the Knicks have to tighten up their defense against the 3-point shot and take more 3-pointers, as the Celtics are the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA. Also, they need ball movement and at least 30 assists per game. Yes, sir. A little late, but you tuned in. You tuned in. It's going in. It's going in. Give David a chance to tell how great Cat is playing. David. Also, ball movement. Knicks Yak, I sent a little sarcasm in there. He said, give David a chance to tell us how great Cat is playing.
Knicks Yak is your spirit brother.
Spirit brother, right?
We're in tune, you know what I'm saying? Hey, salute. Nobody getting 30 assists a game. Oh, here they go.
It's the playoffs. That's crazy.
Bro, everyone was saying Game 3 was a must-win, not me. But right now, Game 4 is a must-win.
Well, it wasn't a must. It wasn't a must-win for us. It was a must-win for Boston. Tomorrow, Game 4 is a definite must-win for the Knicks. And listen, salute to the chat, everybody. Get it out of your mind. We going to Boston, or I don't know, whatever our next. We be up tomorrow 3-1. No problem.
And to me, as a matter of fact, New Knicks, your thoughts of, while you're at it, you got the vibe, you got the juices flowing there. Your thoughts tomorrow. What keys to winning tomorrow? Who's a player to watch that you see? And your thoughts on how do we get that win tomorrow?
First of all, starting the game correctly, which is having Josh Hart bring down the ball. Not letting Brunson touch the ball coming across the court, and getting the guys involved. If we start off with, I mean, they had 35 points, I think, in the first half, and like I said, if we get to 20, 25, 28 to 30 points in the first quarter, that is a regular season normal for us. So if we lock down the 3, run it on them, I think we good. Lock down the 3, run them down. That's all we need to do.
Okay. Short but sweet to the point. I see that. I like it. 2 shots. Mr. What are your thoughts? Who do you and did you say who you think was going to have a player of the game, or who you think a player to watch?
I think OG is going to come back out. I think OG is going to have to put his cape back on and surpass those 29 points. I think Bridges is also going to come along in the fourth quarter. So it should be an all team. We're gonna win, and it's gonna be the same case as always. It's gonna be an all-team win. Everybody's gonna do their part. The other game, it was Cat with his double-double, 14 in the first half. Then Bridges came in, and then Brunson came in. Hart was doing great, so it has to be a team game.
Okay, like it. 2 shots. Your thoughts, sir? Yeah. What do you think we need to get going? Who's your player to watch? What does Tibbs need to do other than quit?
Listen, I agree. We definitely got to get OG rocking and Mikhail, or number 25, whatever you want to call him.
Bridges,
if we could get those 2 going earlier in the game, not late in the game. If we can get them early in the game, get them feeling good, get them confident, then I believe we should not be falling 20 points and we should be winning the game. And then one last person I want to keep my eye on is Cat. I love Cat, but I don't know what's the situation with his hand, so I don't know if he's feeling good. I don't know if he's going to play or not, but I'm going to keep my eye on Cat. I'm worried about him. If he's injured and won't play, then Godspeed. I hope you recover. Come back next year stronger. If you do play, just be careful. Yeah, don't do nothing crazy. I mean, if you got a broken hand, don't try to be the hero. But I need you to shoot the 3.
And stay out of foul trouble.
Oh yeah, yes, and stop the bullshit little ticky-tack fouls.
Yeah, Andio says Mitch making his free throws tomorrow. Nick Shack says the team needs a good game, and Mitch is going 6 for 11.
There you go.
Free throw tomorrow. That right there. That's hope.
Speaking into existence.
That's hope.
That's hope right there. That is hope right there.
That would be great.
That's a Nick fan right there.
That would
That's
be
an
great.
organic fanatic right there, boy. That's belief. That's belief. 6 of 11.
Hey, I'm with him. I bet you Mitch could do it. I bet you he could.
Hey, listen, I'm with you guys. I am hopeful as well.
Listen, they tried it last year. It didn't work.
Hey, Andio's alert. Is it Shamdios? Samdios is on alert. We're getting a report. We're getting a report from Shamdios. We're getting a sighting.
Who's that?
A sighting and Shamdios. Let me give the Shamdios report, and we got the sighting on deck. Shamdios says Cat had a full go at practice today. Hopefully he feels good tomorrow as well. And he was also on the post game, and he was also talking, so it looks like he'll be fine. And we have a sighting. And there he is.
Yo, hey.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, quick question. Did you have a fucking blood gang meeting today, bro?
Yeah.
This nigga's so rude.
Hang on, working, wait.
Yeah. You want to give your quick opinion when you're ready?
On mute? I can't hear him.
He said he's at work.
No, he's right back.
He just turned out the video.
Let him finish. Hold on. He only got like 10 minutes.
We're going to show out tomorrow, man. Come on. You didn't think that Boston was going to really lose 3 in a row, bro. Come on. We didn't really think that Boston was going to come in there and lose 3 in a fucking row. Come on. Those refs weren't having it. Well, okay, yeah. But I guess they didn't. They flipped the script. They flipped that script. So yeah, so we got him. We got him. It's all it's all for ratings. It's all for show. We got him next program. It looks like Cab broke his finger or something like that, but I hope he's all right. We need him. We're gonna need him.
I think it's his non-shooting hand.
We need Mitch to get his free throws. Like I've been saying for the last 3 years, everybody practice your free throws, please. Please. This is why it's so important to practice free throws, bro. But if they're gonna be hacking the Mitch, then fuck them. They can all hack and get all the fucking fouls that they want. He could get a foul. 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 They can all get fucking fouls. Fuck them. Fuck them. Hack Mitch. Hack fucking Mitch. Mitch is gonna still fucking make 4 out of fucking 10. He's gonna he's a 50% shooter. He's less than 50%. So if he gets 10 shots up there, that means 10 fouls on each of those motherfuckers. We could get fucking maybe 5 points. So Mitch, he tries, man. He was out there, practicing his free throws before the game, and he's trying, man.
Saying Mitch tries is like saying, a homeless person was trying to eat. Hey, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Yo, boilo contigo. ¿Qué yo voy a hacer?
Hey, Machete, what are some of your thoughts of what do you think the Knicks can do to get their offensive going? That they've been struggling 3 straight games. OG's been like 2 to 6 points. What do you?
You're on mute. You're on mute.
You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute, blood. You're on mute, blood. You're on mute, blood.
I got you. Look, the thing is that these guys, Boston is bigger and taller than we are, man. They got Porzingis, they got Tatum, they got guys who are taller than our starters, than the majority of our starters. So they're gonna get their shots in. They're also the highest percentage of 3-point shooters in the league. We're playing a high octane offense that we're playing against. We're playing guys who they're top 5 offense, top 5 defense. We got to remember that. They've been playing longer than we have. We're just now starting to click. We have everybody healthy since the playoffs. Before that, none of us were healthy. We were still missing Mitch. We're still missing this one. We're still missing that one. We saw some of the guys get garbage time at the end of the game, which is good. It's all good, man. We got Precious is in there playing. We got Precious. We got, guys getting garbage minutes. They're getting, we just got, it was practice. The other day was practice, bro. It was practice. Boston was not going to come in there and win 3 in a row, even if it was at MSG. It would have been nice, but apparently we went in gas. We weren't playing with energy at the beginning. That's why they got 20. These guys weren't focused. It was like 2 shots said the other day that we were playing at 3:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday. That could have thrown us off. There's a lot of things that could have happened, but it's all water under the bridge. They got their fucking game. We extended the series a little bit more longer. It's good for the NBA, good for MSG, good for ratings, good for the fans and all that. The only thing we need to do is get the real fans in MSG because apparently the ticket prices are too high, and so we don't have real fans going in there. We don't have the real fans.
The blue collars.
In MSG, bro. And that's
hey, now what you're saying, we need I'm going to solicit, we need financial aid for tickets for the MSG. You need to apply for financial aid for Knicks tickets, yo.
You gotta co-sign a personal loan and shit.
Hey, listen, that we need some state assistance.
Hey, listen, we got the best fans on the planet, bro. We got the best fans on the planet representing no matter where we are. They got a banners in Detroit. They got a banners in Philly. Bro, they got a banners in Boston, bro. We got the best fans everywhere we go, man. MSG South, MSG Northwest, East, and South, bro. So we need the fans representing in Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? But, we got it. It's going to be good. It's going to be this next game is very super important, bro.
So do you think that matinee game has something to do with it? I know you and 2 Shots said it, and I think the afternoon games, which we have been terrible.
Historically, he's terrible at them.
Years. So I think that's slow. We wasn't ready. That's not a typical time they play. I think that has something to do with it. So I'll give 2 Shots all the credit there. All the credit. Okay? I do like that, but I think we get going. New Knicks, your player to watch, who was it?
OG.
Machete, who's your player to watch tomorrow? Who you think has a good game tomorrow? Or all right.
I'm opening up traffic. OG, bro. OG, and I would love to see some more Mikal Bridges fourth quarter action, bro. You know, we need our guys that
We don't.
our starters. I mean, we need our Villanova guys, of course. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, you know, Mikal Bridges, OG. We need everybody to show up. You know, we need a big defensive game from Mitchell Robinson. I'm telling you, he's keeping us in the games, bro. Mitch is keeping us in the games. His defensive plays, his blocks, him being the hacker Mitch, he's important. He's key. Everybody's key. We need OG to get 25. We need fucking Bridges to get 22. We need fucking Josh Hart to get 20 or something. You know, that's what we need.
Yeah,
we need
but Mike, we can't wait for Bridges to be in the fourth quarter. We need all these guys starting their game off strong, bro.
Well, then they're going to have to pass the ball around early, bro. They're going to have to try to find a way to get everybody incorporated soon in the first quarter, in the second quarter. These guys got to get, you know, they got to feel like they're going to get the ball so they can make the shot. Because they know they can make the shot. They just got to get the ball paused in the right place, in the spots.
But it's two keys. First of all, we only went 5 for 25 from the three. And second of all, damn, I forgot what my fucking second point was going to be.
Mitch.
But, yeah, shit, I forgot what it was.
We'll come back to it.
But, yeah, we've been shooting horrible.
I'm going to ride with M. Spesh on this one. I'm riding with M. Spesh. My player to watch is Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride has been due like the rent on the 1st and is now the 18th. It's past due. And Deuce, I would like to see Deuce. And I'm not shitting on my guy, but he's had a rough Detroit series. He's had a rough Boston series. I need the 29-point Deuce McBride that we've seen before. I need the 6-3. Go ahead.
So you're going to take the C out of the Deuce and call him Do McBride?
Do McBride. Hey, I see what you did there. Do McBride. He is due for sure. Like I say, hey. Touche. You get a highlighter for that. Nah, but Deuce for me. I mean, I agree with you guys. OG has been a little frustrating. I think he's been gassed from both ends. You know, it's hard. I mean, this is the most elite team. That's why I said to me, this is the finals. Like this team, this series is the finals to me. It's that's how good this team is. We can't sleep on Boston. They're really good. They're deep all the way from every position. Anybody that they put in, even Hauser that left with an ankle injury.
I'm looking at the box score. I'm looking at the box score and the plus our plus negative, just the plus negatives. All of us were in like double-digit negative. OG was a negative 25. Josh Hart negative 23. Carl Anthony Towns negative 19. Bridges negative 19. Brunson negative 16. Bridges
They just weren't effective.
McBride. Yeah.
Wait, what about Mitch?
Everybody was in the negative. Our bench was in the single digits, but our starters were in the double digits, negative 25, negative 23, negative 19, negative 19, negative 16. Robinson Mitch was a negative 3. McBride was a negative 1. Achua negative 2. Payne negative 4. Shammer negative 1. D Wright negative 1. Huck even played. At least Huck was a Huck Porty was at least a positive 4.
I like the first name you call him, Huck Pooty.
Huck Porty. I'm sorry if I mispronounced his name. Played 2 minutes, got 2 points, 2 rebounds. Huck, it's nice to see that Huck is back. It's nice to see that. That's good. That was great. I mean, our bench, you know, they played the last 2 minutes. You know, they didn't do that, but it was good that they got a little bit of they incorporated a little bit. But we got to do. What was our rebounding? We got to. What was our rebounding? Let me see what our rebounding average.
Not a lot. We've been getting done for the most part.
Yeah, bro. We didn't do a lot.
For the most part, we're getting done.
23 rebounds, 16 assists. We could do better with the assists too. 16 assists. Come on, man. 3 steals. The whole team 3 steals. We had one guy.
Let's play with tires, bro. You don't smell that?
I don't know, bro.
Bro.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
See,
Was that a Shamit?
damn it.
Schnauzer.
Listen, if you guys find Shamit, please call the Knicks organization.
Yo, you know-
1-800-PLAY-'em.
Being held hostage
You know what
on
you
the Knicks
should do?
bench.
What?
What you should do is
What
call.
Mike
You
said?
know,
He's being
you know
held
people
hostage
that
on the
put
Knicks bench.
Watch this car or whatever on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
We need to put that for Thibodeau.
On a billboard?
Yeah, like make him like put the onus on him. Like, yo, look for this, yellow sedan that then kidnapped the Knicks offense and is on the loose. You know what I'm saying? Put that out there.
All right. Well, listen, let's start closing this up. We got Machete in the building. It's still Mother's Day. Happy to all the mothers that's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Happy to all the mothers.
So happy to all the mothers on their
What
day.
you doing?
Hey, Mike,
What's Nika doing? Nika's rolling her eyes at me. She has a knife ready to throw at me, like, wrap this.
Ivan?
What were you saying?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, about Shamit?
Yeah.
I said he was being held hostage on Knicks bench.
Right.
Yeah. Who got him
Hey,
hostage?
listen.
Who got him hostage?
Thibodeau. All right, Thibodeau. Listen, hey guys, if you want to know why we haven't hit 20,000 subscribers, it might be because someone's doing other activities on screen that are not liked by people. But yeah, this is my brother. If you guys know, my brother is.
Hey, Charles said F the algorithm.
Hey, he's right. Hey, my brother. If you know, my brother is the last. I'm telling you, he's the last descendant. He's the last original Hebrew in the Bible. If you guys hear Hebrews in the Bible that they stiff neck, my brother's made of iron. We sharpen knives on the back of his neck. That's how stiff neck he is. We sharpen swords on the back of his neck. But that's my ninja. That's my ninja. I love my brother. Special case. My brother's special. But that's my ninja. And that's my other
Why?
ninja.
Just because I smoke my vegetables? What can I do?
There's people who steam vegetables. There are people who chop vegetables and fry them. My brother
Popeye.
consumes them.
Popeye over there. He smokes his vegetables.
Martians.
Oh
Great
my God,
Brits. See that?
this could be you. All right.
Could be you.
Hey, HR F the algorithm. Okay. Extracurricular activity. Let's go. Everybody agrees with you. Well,
Fuck the algorithm.
we're organic. You know how we do. We're changing the algorithm stuff. Is this good? Should I recommend? Should I recommend? Should I recommend? Should I recommend? Algorithm struggling, but they like it.
Fuck them pigs.
Fuck them pigs. Hey, that's it. Fuck them pigs. 2 shots. All right, listen. I got a W tomorrow. I agree with.
Hit the Sully for me.
Bow. Listen, I agree with you 2 shots. Now that I thought about it, I do agree that the matinee game had some play on it. We're not a great afternoon team. I think a day and a half of rest, us being at home, being in our own beds, being able to go to the gym. Hopefully somebody was up early and said, let me get some shots in, and something like that. So hopefully that worked. So hopefully that we got in, went into the gym and got some shots in. Hopefully, Thibodeau saw Shamit and campaigning there shooting shots and maybe might consider them.
Hopefully Mitch slept at the fucking free throw line.
Yo, listen, hey, Mitch's free throw, just so you guys know, this is future. This tells you why when his summer videos come out that he's shooting the 3-pointer and the crossovers and all this other stuff. And he says, why can't I do this in the game? Tibbs told him, if you shoot over 50% from the free throw, I'll let you do it. Crickets. Now you know why. I don't care about no 3-pointers. I don't care about baby hooks. I want to see 65% from the free throw. And if you guys don't know Machete, that is Machete's thing. He doesn't care what you do in basketball, but you better hit your free throws. Nothing drives Machete crazy.
Hey, we also got to defend Pritch-ard, man. We got to get whoever's on Pritch-ard's got to do
Son of a Pritch.
defending that Pritch-ard.
Pritch-ard.
That Pritch-ard. That son
Wow.
of a Pritch. Hey, you know we got so good. We appreciate you guys in the building. It's the playoffs. I wouldn't care if it was a blizzard. Let's go. You got to hit your free throws. Facts. Mitch broke out post game yesterday. Oh, he broke out for post game. Yeah, I bet he didn't. He didn't want to answer no questions. Mitch, why aren't you hitting your free throws? Listen, you know what they need to do when he gets on the free throw? They need to play country music when he's on the free throw. Just play some country music, his favorite country song, and watch him get in the zone and hit it. Because you know he big country. He is a big country boy. Anyways, salute to you guys. And Machete, you said your player to watch was who? OG?
OG.
Two shots. What did you say?
I said OG in Macau.
Damn, everybody going for OG. Shit.
He's like, "Think about
you
pick."
said?
Hey, hold on. Didn't he come here wanting more of a role on the offensive end? Talking about I need more touches and this, that, and the third?
Who's that?
So show the fuck out. Prove it.
And if you guys didn't know, we've been trying to do this outro for 28 straight minutes.
Yes.
World's
I'm
longest
sorry.
A
outro.
long time, bro.
You over
okay.
here.
Vamos a 3 horas, bro. 3 horas.
It's okay. But listen, you're right. Okay, and I appreciate, hey, Machete, we appreciate you coming out of work, tuning in out of your gang meeting with the Bloods.
Making fun of that man's uniform, dog.
I don't bang. I rock the good rhymes. The whole team of me reminded me of good times.
Uh-oh. These are bars from 1938.
Two Shots is like, I don't understand. What are those hieroglyphic rhymes?
I don't understand anything of what he just said. That must have been a rhyme from the 1800s. I don't rock with you hooligans.
Oh my God. This one's still here in Pampers.
Hey, I said a word from your time. Hooligans. Do you understand?
Bro, I know Boomer. What are you saying?
The fuck says
bastard. Anyway, hey, give your outro. Freaking call me a boomer, nigga. He said,
shout out to the chat. Shout out to Machete for popping up from his gang meeting. Shout out to Ruel. Shout outs to Two Shots for putting the sledgehammer down. Shout outs to Mike the Specialist, Wizard of Oz.
Outro.
We going up. We going up 3-1. That's my final shit. Bang bang.
Machete, outro for you, sir.
I did mine 28 minutes ago.
Que lo que, mi gente la 110. Buenas noches. Let's go New York City. Let's represent.
Oh my God.
Let's represent, bro.
Final.
What's up?
Let's make
I'm gonna hit you with the
walk another
splash,
50
bro.
miles.
I did mine 20
Let's make
minutes
Paul
ago.
Pierce walk on backwards 50 miles.
What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna hit you with the splash and say that I did my outro 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, you heard it. Hey, all of you guys in the chat, listen, if you laughed at least one time, just one, if you laugh one time, like and subscribe. If you got mad at one of our takes, it's pretty.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Put us the take that you liked and the one that you thought was a cold take. Let us know what your thoughts are there. Salute to everybody out there. Wait, hold on. Where's my dog? I missed my dog out here. Who was it, Mr. Hold on.
Shout out to Mike's co-worker.
Was it Clarence in there? Is Clarence in the building?
I don't see.
I know I saw something. That's it. Salute to the 718 boys. Appreciate you guys joining as well, popping up on there as well.
Faces are on.
Showing love.
Plastic cup, boys.
Hey, we out of here. Tomorrow we got a game. 7:30. Let's go fucking Knicks.
Hey, before you
forget
end
that
it,
son of a Pritch.
hold on, before you end it, watch party or no?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. I work. We'll see. If you guys want to watch party, put a comment in the chat.
I'll be on the road. I'll be on the road.
So we'll see. We'll probably do it. But if you like the chat, let us know. Let's go Knicks. We got this W tomorrow. The Knicks show who they are. You are who you say you are. They're going to show up tomorrow. And we're going to finally get this offensive Knicks that we know. We're going to get the starting five, the most potent starting five that we've had all year in all of New Knicks history. They're going to show up tomorrow. And then we might see Deuce. Deuce is gonna come with a bill in hand, ready to pay it. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get a salute to M Special, salute to Machete, salute to Two Shot, salute to New Knicks, salute to you. Chat, live game, replay gang. We out here. Let's go Knicks. Let's get that W. We're gonna be up 3.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-2, 3-2.
We out
Alright.
here, you heard?
We out.
Forbes and Sills in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The New Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC. Brooklyn, Staten and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win.